Ooh, sorry about that. Sorry. Getting this seat right is kind of a kind of a task at times. But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. I appreciate y'all for stopping back by with me and my guy, Evan Manuels. This is another episode of the Spur of the Moment Sports Show, the best sports show in the state of New York. Where sometimes we talk drama, sometimes we get a little bit messy, but 100% of the times we are gonna talk sports. How you been, bro? You good?
Yeah, so far so good. You know, man. You know what I'm saying? Could be better, could be worse, but I ain't complaining.
Absolutely. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Spur of the Moment Sports Show, and we appreciate y'all. I thank y'all so much for each and every minute y'all spend with us, each and every second. I told y'all every show's gonna get a little bit better. Every other show we're gonna try to bring a guest on the show, and today is no different. We got a big guest on the show today. This lady is what I would like to call an activist within the community. She does a lot of things. She definitely tries to help organize events for children, and she loves her African American people. It is an honor and it is a pleasure to have her on the show today.
New York State legislator, man. Gabrielle Hill.
Thank you. You can walk on, Miss Gab. We appreciate you.
Thank you,
Right.
thank you, thank you,
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Oh my, let me just get situated. I
Yeah,
like
go
how
ahead.
you
Take your
said,
time. Take your time.
yeah, who you are, and things do get messy. However, they still from the heart. So I am
Absolutely.
so honored and grateful to be here with y'all today.
We appreciate you for being here with us.
Yes, absolutely. And just let me ask y'all something. Like, how y'all get started with this? I want to know that.
Look at like Gus.
Um, that's a good question. I always wanted to do something with sports coming up. So I guess I always told myself, like, if I can't do professional sports or something, I want to do anything I can with sports, be a trainer, coach, whatever. I don't know. And before you had to go to college, you had to get a telecommunications degree and a communications degree. And now you don't have to do that. So you can just set up a camera, you could talk about your favorite sports, and then that's just what it was. So it was an opportunity there. You know, I hollered at bro, and that was it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. You want to add something to that?
I just appreciate Gus, appreciate the show, appreciate you being here, and we're gonna jump right into it.
Excellent.
So,
Thank you.
tell us, growing up, how it was where you grew up. Kind of tell us what kind of got you into politics and you getting into you being where you at right now, and that's a New York State legislator. Tell us a little bit about that.
One of the favorite things I love to talk about is my childhood growing up in the city of Newburgh.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite things to discuss. Right. So, for the first 16 years of my life, I grew up on Liberty Street between South and Farrington. Shout out to all my Liberty Street people.
Shout out to them.
I know y'all got y'all J-Way and your Lander, your Chamber, but shout out to my Liberty Street people. And so we had Liberty Street Park right there. It's now Audrey Carey Park, but back then it was Liberty Street Park, and it was really infamous for basketball. So you talk about sports. So I remember, like on the weekends, there was always basketball tournaments, and I mean brothers from Connecticut, the city, and such. And Newburgh stood its own, and because we know we got some players out there, right?
Always do.
Right. And so then we had swings. The normal stuff, slides and everything, but we had those aluminum slides that got
old
hot.
School joints.
Right? And so it was that's where we met. That's where we developed friendships. That's where we got to know each other's families. Because when you leave the park, you never want to leave your friend. You always want to go back to somebody's house. Right? So even if you just met that person that day. Yes. And I want us to let's pause for a second and just think about the people that we've met along the way and those friendships and those relationships that we have developed along the way. And I just want to honor that because I didn't get here by myself.
Right.
I got here by the folks that I met along the way. So after in 1982, when I was 16, my parents bought a house down on Leroy Place, and so on and so forth. So, and it was kind of a culture shock to us because there were bigger homes, there were more spread out,
We always
but
kind
we
of out the
wanted to
way.
be on South Street, and because again,
What you
that
grew up with and what you
comfortable with, and when I grew up, South Street, as kids, you didn't just go on South Street to be hanging out. It was like a what do they call it? Rite to passage to be chilling on South Street.
Right. You had to
So
earn
when
it.
people complain and they say, "Oh, I see people hanging out on South Street, they ain't doing nothing," I beg to differ. We are doing something. We are connecting with each other. And if you don't understand that because you didn't grow up in that, that was a place where once you got to hang out on South Street with kind of like the older group, that meant they respected you, they could trust you. It was all of that because we know we're not going to be in grown folks' faces.
Right.
So, when I grew up, in South Street is right there. So you got Shorty Birch, you got the Scott's Barbershop, you got McAdoo's, McAdoo's Part 2, all of that, the juke joint, Jerry Wilson, my cousin, even there was a sub police
Unit
station over there.
Okay.
So, segue, we're used to the police being around us, right? So, anyway, that's what I grew up with: the fish market, the Harris's, gas station. So I grew up in a Black community, and we, supported each other with our dollars
Keenan's,
and supported
the Wares.
all of that, And Miss Keenan is the first Black woman that bought her building on Broadway in 1974.
Shout out to Miss
Keenan.
Keenan.
So shout out to Miss Keenan, Mother
Wow.
Keenan. Yep.
Nice.
And so, her and her husband David, so the Keenan family, they've been there since 1974. So I grew up, my childhood was Black love, Black excellence. It was Montgomery Street School with a Black principal and the majority of Black teachers. And why is that important? Because when we talk about foundational Black America,
right,
that was our foundation. Our
lineage.
Families supporting us, giving us that confidence that you're going to go out in a world that doesn't appreciate you or want you based on the color of your skin.
Right.
So they poured into us that we are able to do everything. We can be all we wanted to be. Just because no here doesn't mean you're not going to get a yes over here, and keep going. The resilience, right? The courage to stand up against a system that hates you and doesn't want you.
And it wasn't that long ago. We always got to tell people that wasn't that long ago. All this really subsided, and not even fully subsided, was back in like the 60s. So it's a lot of people that's still alive, that's running around and still around from that time. So it's not that long ago is where I'm getting at.
No. I remember, as wonderful as my childhood was, I also remember the dark side.
Right.
No pun intended to my peoples at First and Lander.
Shout out to Dark Side.
So, shout out to Dark Side. I lived on the Dark Side. I lived at 51 Lander Street. That one house in from Lander and First. Shout out to the Dark Side. I was right there. And I remember the race riots, and we actually had a citywide curfew mandate, and we also had the National Guard that walked the streets to make sure we adhered to that curfew. So there was a lot going on. However, the connectivity from my people that I got during that time, I still have today.
Right, network. Okay. So, all right, that's the childhood part. Now, tell us at like what age did you feel like you wanted to get into politics, or did this come later? Tell us how you kind of got into that and how,
Like everybody else, I'm going to work, minding my business, trying to put food on the table, clothes on my back and my children's back. So I wasn't one of those people that always wanted to be in politics and everything. I was one of the background people. If you come up to me with a petition, I'm beside it.
Okay.
Right.
So you saying you got into this a little bit more later in life?
Later on, after my first daughter was exposed to lead.
Okay.
So, and that's how most people get involved in advocacy or activism. Something has to happen. And then you're like, no, this isn't right. So you want to fight for it or fight against it. So, in the early 2000s, she got lead, very fatal, where she was hospitalized for 7 days, had to be hooked up to an IV, and her blood had to be washed around the clock for 24 hours, 7 days a week. So after that, I started looking into so how did this happen? Where did the lead poison come from?
Right.
Did it come from the soil? Did it come from the water? Did it come from the dust or the paint chips? And remember, these are small children, so they're barely talking.
And that's nothing to play with.
And that's nothing. It's very
you can have
dangerous. And there's no
lifetime injuries you can develop from that. Yes,
absolutely. There are no outward signs that the baby has been poisoned by lead, because one of the characteristics, as they say, of lead poison is hyperness. Well, if it's a 1.5 or 2-year-old, you're thinking it's just normal, right?
Kid energy.
Energy. Good. I love that kid energy. So I didn't know, and I found out because the daycare provider required a bloodless test in order for her, and that's when I found out that she was poisoned by lead, and it was astronomical. So because of that, I started doing research, reaching out to our local Department of Health and making sure other people know. And then I started going to meetings, and it was Mr. Dillard, Mr. Curly Dillard. Shout out to Mr. Curly Dillard, our former councilman and our former Orange County legislator, that approached me one day and said, "Hey, I want you to be on this board." And then once I got appointed to that board, then it was another board, and then it just snowballed, and there was no looking back.
Right.
And I enjoy being not just an advocate, but also like a resource of information. Right. And if I don't have that information, I'm gonna find that information.
Let me ask you a question, Ms. Gabby. Do you have any ideas on how we could make the community better for the children, for the youth?
One way we could do that is have the youth sitting in this conversation. I'm 60 years old.
Okay.
My childhood was very simple. Swings outside.
Right.
Once our parents opened up the door, we wasn't coming back until the street lights.
I couldn't come back.
Right.
If I came back, I had to stay in the house. You come in there, use the bathroom, you staying in the house.
You staying in. You come back, you get one bathroom. That's all you get is one bathroom.
Can't go back to get another drink.
No water.
And I lived in the South for a little bit, so yeah, I had to drink out the hose. We couldn't even come in the crib to get no water. You gotta turn the hose on.
And that was a good clean water too.
It was good.
Yeah. So when I think about my childhood and now, it's different.
Right.
Yeah.
It's different. It's similar in ways where you're going to have your basketball courts and things like that, but it's different. Children have options now. They have the phone. We have
technology evolution.
There's so much technology.
Right? Technology. So we can't leave that out. I'm a big outdoor green person, but we can, maybe there's a way that we can incorporate the two, but having youth involved in a conversation about what they want, but also giving them options. Oh, big up to Rich.
Shout out to Level Up.
Shout out to Rich.
Yeah. Shout out to Rich and Level Up.
And because my mom told me when she was young, in the South, they had what they called chippy joints. And those were for teens only, where you went 13 to 19, so you had to be a teen, and they had their little, whatever they called it, soda pop, and their snacks for the youth, and that's where they would play their board games or whatever games they were playing. So I think if we have a conversation with the youth, find out what they want. Another thing, what's already out there. So we want to shout out to all the after school programs. That, yeah.
So that'll be like your snug love, shout out to them.
Friends.
Who else we got? Who else is out there? Gab Habitat. I know they do some things.
They stopped Latchkey years ago, right?
Yeah, Latchkey. So Latchkey, I didn't want to go there, but we don't want to shout out to the various after school programs that are holding it down. I'm involved in the after school program, so I understand how important these programs are, and to give kids diversity and expose them to many different things. But Latchkey was really so unique, I think, because it was larger. There was more kids that were able to attend the program, different age groups, different levels, and there seems like there was more of a staff interaction.
Right.
But for me, it was because it was kids around the way.
Right.
Some of the programs are opened up to the entire Newburgh and Large City School District. No disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
So that means any child from anywhere can attend. Where Latchkey was more, you lived around the way, attend.
Right.
And all the trips that they used to take. I was, talking to a parent the other day, and I was like, remember we used to go to Dorney Park all the time with
Rockin'
Latchkey?
Horse
I
Ranch.
went.
Oh, that was in school though. You went to Rockin' Horse Ranch?
I went there a few times.
Medieval times.
Yeah.
Do they do that anymore? It's
So I
like,
don't.
yo, what's
I
going on?
know.
I mean, Rockin' Horse Ranch is still out there, but I don't know if they're doing that.
Medieval times is still there, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they do it for school no more.
Yeah,
though.
I think we're going to be going to Rocking. What is it?
Rockin'
Horse Ranch pretty soon. But yeah, Latchkey is definitely missed. Many of folks who are involved in after school programs now went to Latchkey, and that's what gave them that idea.
Out there.
Yeah. Well, Glenn Hines is no longer. Let's be clear. It's the Boys and Girls Club of North America.
Okay.
But it will always be Glenn Hines to us.
Yeah, you ain't gonna Glenn Hines.
Let me say something before we continue. This is for anyone that's tuning in. If you have kids, if you are a child, if a kid is going to see this, if a parent is going to see this, right? People advocate and go hard for the city of Newburgh basketball courts on Kidney Avenue. We have to do a better job. There's no reason that we should be going to the courts and there's brick stone through the backboard. Like this is.
I don't know who be doing that.
It's getting out of hand, man. Like
my thing is this too. Y'all got cameras everywhere else. Just throw some cameras up around. Thing keep the thing safe. I don't know.
Exactly. It's no reason to go around vandalizing.
But then again, you don't know, telling around these times, it'd be kind of quiet. You don't know who doing that.
Yeah, bro. I mean, so it don't necessarily got to be a kid.
Right. That was my point.
Right. Exactly. It could be an older person. It could. But listen, please stop damaging the backboards at the courts.
I don't know
please.
why people do that. They've been doing that for like the last 2-3 years.
It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. Do it.
Nah, it don't.
Like, yeah, man. Like, it's getting out of hand. Can y'all please stop messing up our Madison Square Garden? That's our garden. I don't play ball, but I like going there watching the tournaments. I like going there watching the young kids play. Sometimes I might ride through Kidney Avenue and the kids is out there playing. I might just literally stop and watch the kids play. Like, seriously, bro, can y'all please stop damaging the courts? Please. Respectfully, please. If nothing else, it's a safe haven for these kids to go to. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, 100%. Man. Come on. So, I heard you talking about when you were growing up and how times were. So could you, if you can, could you briefly describe, if you haven't already, I think you'd have described probably one or two, but could you name a couple of more things that were different when you were a kid compared to now?
Yeah, well, let's just throw it out there right away. The gun violence was almost non-existent.
Shout out to that.
Unless it was some random, somebody got too tipsy situation, and they were holding, like when I see that person thing, but not what we're seeing today. And we don't have the time to go into all the reasons why, because we could sit here and talk about all the reasons why. But I'm just gonna do a little holler like he just did. Can y'all please stop doing that? We don't need a program to reduce gun violence. We just need to stop doing it. I'm not saying don't have a gun in your house. We have the Second Amendment right. What you have, that's your business. Right. Well, what I'm asking is to the young people or whoever's doing it, and of course, I'm not anti-white, but I'm pro-black, and this conversation needs to be strategically and intentionally discussed among us.
It needs to be.
And as a mom and a grandma, right? I'm saying please stop doing it, because why? Your life is so valuable that we need you free, right? And the other person is also valuable. How many dreams are in the grave? How many inventions are in the graves? Let's think about this. How many of us are in the grave? Because for every black man that dies without conceiving, so now what could that child have been?
Right.
So it's not just the numbers that we're losing now, it's the potential numbers that we're losing, the potential teacher that we're losing, doctor, engineer, sportscasters, lawyers,
whatever,
community activists. So I am begging us, like, let's work on conflict resolution. Right? I don't minimize anybody's trauma, anybody's anger, anybody's pain, right? Because I've had my own. And truth be told, who knows where I would be if I didn't have mentors that taught me how, like, not to grab something first, or either if you can't talk it out, walk it out. Can't talk, because then we're gonna live another day. So conflict resolution is very, very important. So there wasn't a lot of gun violence. We were also employed. Back in the day, we were employed. There was several factories on, the waterfront. There were different stores that you could work at here. There was a lot
inner
of
city jobs,
jobs, car dealerships where people had
detailing
jobs.
Where it wasn't always governmental, because I noticed that now, like with the city, it's a lot of city jobs, but it's like governmental city jobs. There's no like where somebody could just go into a regular, hardware store, just a mom and pops, and just be like, "I need a job." It's not like that. It's pretty much like if you're a mailman or things like that. So I always said that too, and I wanted to kind of get into that as far as like your outside work, as far as just being outside, not because I ain't gonna lie, Gabby outside. I wanted to just say this real quick and tell the quick story. This is Never Sober. This is Paul. Shout out to Paul Dog. But this is how deep she is into it, and how she's you can tell she's out here with us because she see me with the shirt on. I automatically knew who it was from and who brand it was. So that just says a lot how much she's out there, how much she's around the people.
Shout out Malcolm.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Sorry, use your government. Right. But before we go there, he asked me for 3 things. So the third thing is drugs. Drugs has always been around. Always been around.
You ain't gonna go nowhere.
But we didn't see the people outside like we see now, nodded out. And that affects our kids. So our childhood, I guess, was safe and protected. The adults kept us away from a lot of negativity. They were like, nah, y'all over there.
Right.
And they didn't let us into a lot of their conversations. You got smacked. Sorry, we did. Because they were protecting us. There's certain things that we don't need to be involved in. And so
it starts with the parenting.
I saw more home, if we're going to say anything, there was more home engagement. Also, because we had Black principals and Black teachers, we had a better access to our schools. Now you have to go to school, you got to have all this ID. There's so many different things that we didn't have to do because we had a connection with the teachers and with the principals.
Right.
And we had a safe, environment. And now you don't know who's in your community, where they from, what they up to, right?
A lot of outsiders they let in.
Another thing we didn't have was a lot of abandoned buildings because people had jobs and people were going to work and they had a livable wage and rent wasn't so astronomical.
Well, that's another thing because the price of living goes up every year. It's like every other year the price of living go up.
But the wages don't necessarily match that.
Exactly.
And so now you got folks who can't afford to live here. And as much as we love New York State is expensive. We pay for the right to say I'm a New Yorker.
This is true.
And so people, go back south or they go somewhere else. And now we have these abandoned homes because maybe the next generation lives somewhere else. So, there was a lot, it was different. But we're also in a place where it's not anything that's so astronomical that can't be fixed.
You can't work through exactly. I'll come back from it.
So you wanted to go? I wanted to just finish that.
No! I just wanted you to just tell us about just being outside.
Outside.
Because it's not a lot of the legislators. It's not a lot of people in the politics and into the city with all that. They don't come into the trenches and stuff like that. So I just want you to give us some feedback on how you interact with the residents and things like that.
Absolutely. Part of the reason why I'm always outside, because I always like being outside as a child, it was the place where my mom and dad wasn't there. So I felt, my own sense of independence.
Right.
And so I love being outside. As an only child for several years, I always looked for relationships outside of my house because I was the only child. Shout out to my brothers Capone and Abe. Came later. Love y'all. My first two babies. And since we on t-shirts, shout out to Hip Hop Heaven. That keeps me looking good.
Shout out to
with my 845. So we shout out to Hip Hop Heaven. So I love being outside. I love being around people. And then of course, once I started getting involved with the lead, meeting moms and talking to moms about their experience.
Right.
So one thing just led to another. The only time I'm not outside is in the winter. I'm like a bear. And people be like, where have you been? I'm like, I'm inside, during the winter. That's when I try to restore myself mental, physically, and spiritually. But the only way you're going to find out really what's going on in people's lives and you gotta be outside. And not just to be walking around, but to engage. So one of the things that I would like to see our police department, we see y'all outside, and that's great. But do you interact with the people that you're walking outside around?
It's more,
and it's a touchy subject, and some don't want to be involved with the police, but at some point it would be beneficial to both sides because we're not going anywhere, they're not going anywhere, and when incidents happen, instead of it being like us versus them, we could really look at this isolated incident. Is this something that's systemic, or is this person just in need of more training? Because we want everybody to be safe.
Right.
We don't want our officers to get hurt either.
Right. That's not
right. We know they got families too.
Absolutely.
So let's squash that nonsense.
Everybody trying to make it back home
about our officers because we do. Right. Let's squash that. But we also need our officers to care about us, if not more so, because y'all got the weapons, right? So I'm not walking around with that. So, it's important that we start the conversation of having a relationship. And let's go back to the historical makeup
before we
of
go
the
there, let me just give them just a little bit of credit, because I do see, where we at. They come, I don't know about the wintertime, but I know definitely in the summer, they come through and they grill and they have their community. I think it was every Thursday.
Police? So movie night. So shout out to our
so I give them a little credit, but definitely what you were saying. So I don't want to take away the impact of what you were saying, but I just wanted to just throw that out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's always, so those are small wins that we can talk about, and then we can build on that. I think I forgot your question.
No, you're good. I was just talking. I was just asking you the differences in between when you grew up as a child and now. Like as far as activity wise. I mean, you say you used to go outside. I haven't seen a double dutch. I ain't seen double dutch.
So, our girls are walking around, ain't got nothing to do. There's really not a lot of jobs downtown, except maybe McDonald's and, a few other places. So what are you doing? And you're just walking around, you're bored, and getting back to the basketball hoop. Like, who is doing that? But if it, that court has been there for a minute. So is he somebody that doesn't have any connection to that court?
That's more what I'm thinking.
Right.
Outsider coming in just doing that just cause I'm
that's crazy.
Right, because if this has just been happening.
So they probably hop out real quick. Because I say it's always happening. Nobody's seeing it. They don't got cameras there. And it is on its way out.
Yes,
the outskirts.
You're
going to Bonneville.
It is.
You're going to the town and
it's
all
at the
that.
End
Once
of
you
Newburgh.
go the town of Newburgh, once you go out that way. So ain't no telling. Because I don't got random nobody from here do it. For what reason would that? You get what I'm saying?
We're too connected.
Yeah, I don't think people. I don't think that's us. I don't. Yeah. But let me jump into a little, because we got all your background and stuff. Now I want to jump more into a little bit more modern day and what we got going on now. So I'm going to ask, I just been noticing around the city. I'm going to get into the city. Like I was saying, as far as the abandoned buildings, like you were saying, about the abandoned buildings and things like that of that nature. My thing is with the city jobs is why, and I know you probably don't got the answer, but you could just give me some feedback, is the first thing that should be done, which will make sense for the city, is when a lot of these properties are being sold, like the Ritz and things like that, make sure you see what the city needs first as far as what you can utilize the building for, and then go from there. But it's every time it's a big building and it's abandoned and the city on it, instead of them turning it into something to get, make some money, get some jobs flowing around here for inner city jobs, it's always sold privately. And then whatever the building is a function for, it's like a afterthought. They don't use it for that. It's just they use it for something else. Like I'm seeing the Ritz right now is being used basically for like farmers market and things like that. When this is a flat out movie theater, it's fancy looking. The Ritz, it's big, it's lit up, and I'm
nice.
like, yo, it's very nice.
Nice.
And we're using it for. And this is not to come across like I'm disrespecting the fruit vendors or nothing like that, but we're using it for farmers market. I don't get that. So my question is, why aren't we doing something with the building so we can start getting inner city jobs, so we can start circulating money, opposed to giving it to private sectors and giving it to people in private, and they're not letting the city do and the public and the residents do what it is that they want to do in the city with the buildings.
Well, I'm sure you probably didn't know this, but I am on the board of trustees with the
Excellent. Let's give a round of applause for that. Excellent. Excellent.
So if you're going to ask anybody that question, it could be me or one of my colleagues. Shout out to Lisa Silverstone,
yes,
who
Lisa
is executive director of Safe Harbors. Shout out to Kim Martinez, Amanda, and all my fellow and everybody, right?
Mm-hmm. We love y'all.
Everything, right? So this is a great question, because when we go back to my childhood, that facility was a hotel.
Right. You got the pictures. They got the pictures up.
It was a
like,
hotel.
yeah.
And where the farmers market was just I don't even know if it was a utilized parking lot, but it was just
bushes
pavement.
And stuff. Yeah.
Right. It was right. So then, the hotel went through the transition, that went through in the late 80s and the 90s. Yeah. And like most people around us was going through transitions. And then it was sold. It was abandoned for a long time, and then it's sold. So in community, which is not just made up of people, but of banks, which we only got one bank downtown.
Even that, not to cut you off, we don't have downtown key banks, the city bank. Yeah. We don't got any downtown.
And look how many banks there were.
City bank. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Exactly. So
you had Key Bank and Newburgh.
I just wanted to point that out there.
No, that's good.
The people and stuff while we talk,
because money is important.
Right.
Money is going to be in these conversations.
It makes the world go round.
So with a community, you're going to have private owned stuff and public owned stuff, and
that's
commercial
stuff. To be expected. That's to be expected.
But I think what I hear you saying, or what I'm going to say,
why not turn it into a movie theater what it was built to be, and get some people, some residents, to get some inner city jobs. That's more what I'm saying, opposed to renting it out privately, and then the person that you rented or sold it, leased it to for however long, gets to have say, and it's just the public don't really have access to it. The residents don't have access. So that's basically what I was saying.
When the time came, like, what do we do with that building, right? I was not in the original conversation, so I was not on the original board, so I can't speak to that. I can only speak to what I think, how it went. Right. So now we have this huge facility, and then we also have all these single people who need housing. So it wasn't just Newburgh, but there was all, because now
that's the thing. It should just be Newburgh. Nobody should have any.
But I think the need, what I want, and the need of the masses is always going to outweigh. And so the need.
But that's the whole point. I'm not trying to cut you up. I'm just playing devil advocate.
No. You're asking a question.
That is the overall is the money to get jobs from the inner city.
Well, it was more important to house people at that moment when that decision was made.
That makes sense.
Because most of the people there could not afford to live anywhere. And this is.
But then again, that building is sectioned off. What I'm saying, the movie theater part and then the actual building. We're
gonna get to that, but I wanted to get to why.
Oh, okay. So I'm just jumping the gun. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're not jumping the gun. The movie theater is part of that whole massive building.
Okay.
So. We are in, and I can't say too much. One, because I don't know too much, and two, we are doing this.
I'm always a common sense person, so when you say this, I'm going to listen to you. But I'm just go. I'm always going. But go ahead.
So part of, because it is huge, and at some point, little by little, we should open up to do a tour to a certain group of people, especially those of us that grew here, of what's going on, because the theater is being restored. just quietly, and it's gonna take millions.
They got it because I just came from a city hall meeting a couple
dollars.
months back to where there was a city budget meeting that I went to, and they do got the money,
So
it's there.
We need to look at who is going to what workforce, whether who's going to be doing the work for the restoration. Is it going to be a small company?
And
so
that,
those are
and
important
that be the thing.
questions to find out.
And that's the thing, because I did have Mr. Sussman come in, and I was asking him kind of those questions. And those are the questions. We don't need private sectors. That's my whole thing. The private sector is what's messing everything up. You have outsiders come in. No, let's keep the within. Let's get the money stay here, the jobs within, and we keep it circulating. But to continue to go get outsiders is just kind of crazy. And that's what I was saying. Like when I talk to you, I'm just going to use just common sense. And this is just common sense. So the outside sector, it shouldn't even be. They shouldn't even have a chance to get in. You go within. It's people in Newburgh that do the same work. As professional that can do the same thing that these outside vendors and sectors and all them is doing too. So that's just my thing. But yeah, Gab, I'm just looking at it too, like to get a little bit more into it, even with the museums. It's like this is a historical city. You would think with all of the big buildings, the ex-museums, and the one that they got down by the library, that the city would take some of these millions that they're being granted from the federal government and take some of it, apply it to this, and start opening stuff. That would be so dope to have a City of Newburgh museum and you show them from the beginning of how it looked with pictures. Right. We got different displays.
You can actually see why the bricks on Livy Street are important. The George
100%.
Washington thing, like
that's another thing that it's just like to me, in my opinion, and I'll let you have it after this, but it just seemed like we let too many outsiders in politically, and we are facing. And that's what's messing us up. We're getting a negative impact from letting so many outsiders in because they don't care about the city. They're here to get their check, cut their check, and they don't care who or what. They don't care for the residents of the city, what we think. And my last point is this. They are running this, no matter how small we say the city of Newburgh is, what does it say? What does it start with? The city. It is a city. Mm-hmm. And they keep trying to run the city like a village, where they got all of the junior highs, the high school, all named go. No, we don't want that. We want different identities for different schools, so then we can make fun. We can have fun within the different identities. It used to be, because when I came up, North High, South High, I think there was the Hornets or something like that. We were the Go Backs, but it was, North High and NFA is right back, so that don't really make a difference. That's neither here nor there.
Right.
But to sit and not have like different identities for the school makes this like a village. That's another thing. And I think the outsiders came in and changed that to make their jobs easier. No, we don't want that. We want the Hornets back, Heritage. We want whatever team, I don't know, I forgot what they used to be called. We want that back. We want rivalries back. We want to have fun within it. And we can't get that when you get these people that's not from here treating this like this is a village opposed to a small city. So I'll let you have it. That's just my take on a couple of things, but I'll let you have it. Man, my fault, guys. I ain't know.
No. So let's talk. So you are spot on when you talk about keeping the money in the city of Newburgh, right? So again, going back to the abandoned buildings and because you said what was one thing that I didn't see, and I said a lot of abandoned buildings, and that's because a lot of the people that worked in the city, whether that was the school board,
right,
with school district,
right,
as a teacher, or whether it was city hall, they moved, right? People who started working started moving up and out. So that, and then when you don't have a homeowner's replacement, those buildings become. So a lot of people that work here right now don't live here.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I've always said Newburgh is good enough for your check, but it's not good enough to be your neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And if we have more people that think about our top money makers. If they lived in the city of Newburgh and was able to invest on their block.
But Gab, hold on, let me finish. Just hold on, just give me 1 second. But that's the thing. You have to build the city up to where you make these type of talents that they want to be able to stay. Go ahead.
So, one thing that, we talked about at City Hall is a lot of those folks don't live in the city of Newburgh, but they make good money. So how do we pass a resolution or a policy that if you are a police officer or fire person, that you have to live within these city limits.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So there are strides, there are ways to make that happen.
Or
right?
if you are a resident now, you have to have lived here for a certain amount of time. There has to be policies written within this, because that's what's meant. You cannot have just random people coming here taking up all the jobs. And I'm saying this. Every time I walk around and I see these type of jobs, where it's construction, where it's anything, I don't see a lot of black guys. Is it some pepper? Is there some peppered around there? Yeah, I'm not saying that, but I don't see a lot of black guys with those gigs. Even the fire department, I don't see a lot like so. Yeah, man.
Okay, so we're gonna look right in the camera and say this right now. Okay, brothers, apply.
Okay, there you have it.
Apply. It's good that we have these conversations of complaining and what we don't see with, but at the end of the day, if we're not involved, it's going to be the same conversation. So what I'm saying, if you are over the age, I think 21 years old, and I know a lot of y'all are fit because I see y'all walking around. Now we're gonna be honest, right? Because now this is about to be what it is, right?
Let's do it.
I need us to stop complaining so much and get involved. Okay, this is not the time to be complacent. We got to remember who we are. We stand up against injustice. We don't just talk about it, we be about it.
Right.
And this right here is a great way for us to start, because if we don't know what the problem is, we can't fix it. So I appreciate that all the stuff that you bringing out, but now I'm saying apply. And if you feel like you're being unjustly overlooked, bring that too.
I'm about to say, because I think that's
because
more or less
we
what
need
it
to
is.
know how many brothers are applying and who are not being called
that's
back.
big. That's a big
you're
part of it.
applying.
Even with DPW, DPW is that way. Where it's,
I applied in there. I applied in there like 10 years straight and couldn't even get a call back at DPW.
A lot. I will get. I don't, because we out here for the masses. So I don't want to get personal. I could say some stuff that I applied for and did different things, but I won't do that.
But getting to now who comes in and who's hired as far as like fixing the roads and Central Hudson and all that stuff, you know, we don't have a lot of control of that. However, I believe there is a policy that says 30% of those workers have to be Newburgh residents. Right. Now, the other part of that is we got to make sure that y'all are certified. So how do we do that? Well, we got Mr. Lionel Williams right down at the Career Center. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he's probably in touch with Local 17. So let's start plugging in the people that we know that are in place and be like, hey, what can we do to get our brothers certified? So when these jobs open up,
he helped me out before.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Williams.
That's
Mr.
right.
Williams is tripping.
So we have resources. So let's find. So this is a great topic, and I would suggest that we use the barbershops or something where we could have like a sign-up sheet. Are you looking for work? Yes. Leave your information here, right? And then we could have a group. I don't mind doing it. Calling that person. I've already done it like a couple of weeks ago. I put something out on Facebook because I'm like, if a job comes past my desk, I don't even know who's qualified for it. I don't even know who to call to say, yo, bruh, this job just came up. So I'm asking people, feel free to send me your resume. Feel free to drop off those resumes at barbershops so that we know what you're capable of. And also, this will be on me, as part of my legislation's duty, but just as a person, I want to see y'all shine. I want to see y'all rise. Nobody likes walking around broke. Absolutely. Nobody. Absolutely. So we say we want to make sure that people are doing the right thing, but then if I'm broke and I'm desperate, I don't know what my choice is going to be.
And you're right. And I think that goes back to discouragement. Mm-hmm. I don't think a lot of these guys, and that's not to poo-poo what you say about the complaining, because some people do complain, but I think a lot of that is just discouragement. Everyday life and having to go to work, period, and then finding the time to come out and then go somewhere where you feel like you're not gonna get heard because it's already, we've been there, done that, and ain't nothing changed. Like I'll say even this, and with the city, right in front of City Hall, like even the awnings. I mentioned this at the City Hall meeting when I went up there.
You mentioned
you can't expect all this. You can't even get certain things right as far as the building, the City Hall. Switch the awnings, make it look nice for outsiders coming in. You got a nice clock outside of the City Hall that It hasn't worked in years. I mentioned that it looked like that went in one ear and out the other. Nobody did anything. It's like, what are we doing here? It's little things like that, and that says a lot. Even though it's something small, it speaks volumes.
Yes.
If you can't fix something in front of City Hall where everybody has to go through in order to pay their bills and to do all of this type of stuff, you don't make it look good.
That says to me you're not. So I can't speak for the city, but I'm speaking as a resident right now. I appreciated what you said because we're already looking at enough dilapidated, broken, ruined stuff. So
Yes.
going to City Hall for them, me, if I worked there, I would have a sense of pride based on that.
And that's exactly what I said the day I was in City Hall. I said, I'm just coming from a pride aspect.
Right.
Because if like just to say, you get these type of athletes, these prospects coming from somewhere, but then they don't like the court. You go up out of the rack or something like that, and then like he said with the brick by Gidney, and you get geese droppings and all that. It's not being cleaned up. People want to play basketball here, and you want to do certain things. Yeah. You got probably nice prospects for sports, but if this is treat your prospects right, treat the city right, and like. You could, I could just go. I could go forever, but I'm gonna let you continue.
No, but and so so when we think about how can we make our city more livable, vibrant, that's important. So if I'm a filmmaker and I want to come to Newburgh because we are very historic, I know sometimes we don't think about the Washington headquarters.
Everybody else does.
People thinks about
it.
But I live across from there now. Now I'm thinking about why haven't I gone over to George Washington? Why don't I go over there? Right. I got the right to go over there. Right. This is my country too. And so now I'm starting to go over there, and we should go over there and have those conversations.
Thing with me, I already do. That's the thing with me. I already do.
Black people there, and they played a very pivotal role in the decisions of the Revolutionary War. That's documented. So when we talk about filmmaking, if I'm a filmmaker and I'm getting ready to film City Hall, I'm gonna be like, So yeah, pride. We pride, right? Newburgh pride.
We ain't coming for nobody.
Newburgh pride. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. But so and like most places, Newburgh, we got our work cut out for us. But I believe that those of us who have been here for decades and are raising now our grandchildren here or our great grandchildren here, we want to see things better, and we want things to be equitable and fair. Black people have never really asked for any more than that. Like, treat us like human beings, which we are.
We'll figure
treat us with fair, and we will figure it out. We've done this before, and our city government, I think, now is making more strides to be equitable and fair. Unfortunately, there was like that 10-year, 15-year span that people rushed out of other places, rushed in here, snatched a lot of stuff up, and now we're left with the crumbs.
Right.
But at the same time, that doesn't mean we can't do something. What I would love to see, in whatever role I can use, is a community center. You go to most cities, there's a community center where there's take this and multiply by 25. But then there's also space for people to have meetings. We could have.
We also need a city comp. I think that's a major thing too.
City comptroller.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to really get into that.
No, because I know, but I'm just saying that's just something I'm throwing out there. We do need that. That's because a lot of the stuff that we're mentioning is due because we don't have anybody behind there that's really doing the numbers on the money. Well, you know what I mean? So but that's another either here nor there.
When it comes to our rec department, for example, that's part of your job. It's to be looking for these things to give our kids recreation.
Right.
And recreation, includes some other things other than sports. It could be, let's hold a workshop class for resume writing, or workshop class, or they have a kitchen. So can the city find a way to hold a class for the youth one night? Because we have a lot of parents that work and are not home. So we need our kids to be eating more than oodles and noodles, but that's all they know because that's all they can cook. But teaching them simple meals like spaghetti and meatballs, or baked chicken, maybe not so much on the stove where you fry it and you can
a healthy, more healthy
and healthy, vegetables. We need to eat more green vegetables. Getting back to the farmers market, that market is necessary. One reason, because we don't have a full-fledged grocery store.
And I want to just put that out there again. The farmers market is definitely necessary.
Right.
That wasn't where I was coming from. You know what I mean? Mine was just having it in the Ritz theater, opposed to making movies and having it in a movie theater.
Yes. But we don't have a full-fledged supermarket that would be able to offer us these things. Right. So let's just.
But that's what I'm saying. That's something out of one of these big buildings. You would think the city will come up with something, call it Newburgh something, Newburgh Market, and then everybody. But that's either here nor there. Because we're running a little bit out of time. Let me get your conclusion.
I got all day. No, just kidding.
No, I know you do. You can still stay with us. We just got to go on the sports aspect. Yep. But before you go, we want to conclude, and we want to ask, what is the future for you? What do you feel like the city is? Yeah, you know where I'm going, Gabby. How do you think the city is going to do? Where we going to be at in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Ooh. Well, I want to get away from the city a little bit because I'm an Orange County legislator, so I want to, talk about that and part of the reason why I ran for office to run for the county is because we need better representation at Goshen, right? And I understood having conversations with people and my own experience needing to go to Goshen for court, paperwork, whatever. I don't drive, so I couldn't even get to Goshen. You got to go through all of these hoops. Mm-hmm. So that was another part. The reason why I'm involved is because these are also things that affect my life, exactly. Which means they're going to affect your lives.
You understand.
So I understand. And I also understand that our lives are very complex and full of a lot of stuff. So everybody can't be at all these meetings. So that's what I'm for. So I can bring back that information. So when I say please get involved, I understand why you can't. I'm just saying if you can, get involved. I'm not knocking you. You're busy. I get it. So anyway, going to the county and what is our access and how much, investment has the county, into Newburgh. And again, nothing is perfect. Work has been done. Appreciate that, but we can do more.
Right.
And Newburgh is a river city. We're like the gem of Orange County.
I love that.
So I wanted to bring more of the conversation to Orange County. Thus, I make sure I wear something representing the city, right? So because we have been forgotten about a little bit, and again, work has been done, but we can do more. So what I see, and I'm just going to stick with transportation, right? We have a housing task force. We have the county, and a couple of years ago, partnered with RECAP to build that, spot up on Carson Avenue for, I think it's 11 women.
Is RECAP and Habitat one and the same?
No.
Okay, they're different. So shout out to RECAP because we shout out Habitat, so we're going to shout out RECAP too.
We shout out to all of our agencies that do the right thing and want to see us thrive and be vibrant. So the county has partnered with, different agencies for housing, and this is specifically for women who experience domestic violence and they had to get out and they don't, have anywhere really to go. So we are doing some work, but transportation is huge for various reasons. One, just environmentally, there's enough stuff going in the air, and we live in a city that's very we have high asthma. So just thinking about improving our air quality.
Right.
Two, employment.
Technology.
How do I get where the jobs are? Because if they're not within the city of Newburgh and they're outside, how do I get there? Right. And everyone may not have, a car, the access in the beginning. And then sometimes people say, oh, bro, you can ride with me. And then one weekend, now they done flip-flop. Yes, you, the person that gave me a ride for a week.
Or
and then then I had to figure it out. So transportation is very, very important. People get into their doctor's office, I know when my daughter, when I had her in an after school program, I had to take a taxi from my job to the after school program, back home. That adds up.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad back then. I don't know how y'all doing it now with daycare being what it is.
Well, I know they got the city buses that I think they're free now.
But they went back to $1.50, and then eventually we're looking at free forever.
Okay.
That's you said what my goal? It would be fair, free forever. You know, and especially our senior citizens, they shouldn't be paying anything. So if it can't be free for everyone, it definitely should be free for children under the age of like 10 and senior citizens, you know, 60. 60, let's big up some 60-year-olds out there. You know, so because they put their time in and we can honor them with that. We can find the money. Let's stop playing and act like we don't have money because we got money.
Yeah, Newburgh got a whole bunch of money.
I would love to see a more robust, vibrant city of Newburgh transportation commitment system. Why can't I get from North Street and Liberty to the Bluff?
Right.
When it comes this way, it stops at South William Street. So now if I went to the grocery store and I got 2 bags, I gotta walk over the hell. Nah, I'm gonna spend, and cabs are $8 now. Yep, back in the day when I was a cab dispatcher, shout out to Bob's Taxi.
$3.
Yep. There used to be $1.50. Oh, sorry, $1.50. And then it went up to $5. $5 was good. Mm-hmm. But you know, COVID.
I mean, yeah, so that's gonna go.
So then it went up.
COVID going now, those.
Yeah, but now we're $8. Yeah, you're right. We $8 one way, so that's almost $20 for me to make a trip. So one of my long-term goals before I leave office, or even in my second term, would be to make sure that our transportation system is running in a way where people can actually utilize it and benefit from it.
Right.
Mine
is, before I let it go, Gab, you can either stay with us. We're going to talk sports. You can either stay and leave. And then I wanted to add this into all the watchers that's not from our city. We do this from time to time, but we're going to definitely jump back into the regular scheduled program. So we appreciate y'all too. But my thing will be with the technology. I would like Newburgh to start evolving, getting into like a more fresher city. We get it. It's historic. You got your certain places where you can't do certain things. But I think we should start getting more technology here. Like you said, like to get the air a better quality of air. Let's start getting some like just something to get it more to where people want to come. Let's start getting paintings. Let's start like jazzing it up. Let's get things. Let's get more. Let's evolve a little bit more.
A jazz night right over at Safe Harbors Green. That's an attraction for us. Right. You know, we like jazz, but yeah, music is a great attraction. Last year at the Green, we had Prince versus Michael Jackson, right, and that was the bomb. So food is another attraction. But before I go, I got to give a shout out to my team. If we're going to talk sports, the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's it's no accident that I wore my green today. So I just wanted to shout out to the Eagles. You know, I love you Giants, but you know I'm an Eagle fan. My dad was a Giant fan, so we used to have our rivalry. This was fun.
But when I was saying that, Gabs, I was saying more or less like we got McDonald's up, bro. Let's start incorporating more White Castles, more. You get what I'm saying? More franchises. Let's get districts. Let's get the districts to where it's a shopping district. From that block to that block, this is where you get your food. From this block to that block, this is where you get your clothes, you get your sneakers, you get your thing. From this block to that block, this is where we have the banks. This is where we need to start getting back. Like we have to start being like just a normal city. That's why I say get that. Whoever y'all are that's not from here, I don't care if y'all don't like me or whatever. But if you see this video, we need to get y'all out of here because y'all don't do good for the city, and we've been sitting here waiting long enough. So that's what I really have to say about that, man. But that's how I'm gonna leave it at that. Gab, we really appreciate you for being here.
Wait, hold on. Is there a disconnect between the city and the residents?
It's 100%. It's a disconnect. 100%.
Ooh.
I can speak for that myself, but like I said, I won't get personal, but so I always keep it general. 100%. There's a disconnect between the city of Newburgh and the residents that live here. Again, and it starts and it ends with letting outsiders in who need to get out because they don't care. This is where all this is starting. It's about who cares. They don't care. They're not from here. They go back to where they from, and the same passion we got for here, they take back with them from wherever they from. We don't need that. We need people from here, homegrown. And then again, it can be stipulations too. I'm not saying don't let anybody out, but you have to be a resident here for about 10 years before you can start being eligible for certain jobs here. Simple as that. Because that's the only way that's going to start making the city better is the people who actually care for it. It's a lot of outsiders in here right now.
That's how you fix the disconnect.
Yeah, get the people that run the city, the people that run the city, the outsiders, get them out and start incorporating the residents of the city of Newburgh back in, the right ones back in, and then we do better, because when you start people that care, they start doing things for and benefiting the people or the residents that's asking for what they're asking, rather than you not from here, so I can care less. I'm just coming to get my check. Yeah, you in here with us. You in the mud right with us. So you got to do, because you here too. You stuck with this too. So that's, it should be get them out of there. School superintendents too. If you ain't from here, get out. This is it. Get out. Everybody, all positions of political. You get what I'm saying? If you any political shrine or get them out. That's how it should be. Yeah, it's definitely a disconnect with the residents in the city of Newburgh. Yeah.
You think it's a disconnect between the residents and the city?
Yeah, there's a disconnect between the residents and the city, most definitely. And again, there's many reasons why that is. However, again, I'm hopeful that folks like y'all, platforms like this, will encourage other folks to connect. Right. Like, do most people even know who their city council person is?
Well, I'm aware of what's going on. Yeah.
The average person
may not know, right? So me, and this is no shade to anybody else.
Absolutely
I just flow the way I flow. Right. I was very intentional when I decided to run for office that I wasn't going to be, after November 5th or whatever the voting date was, my people wasn't going to see me again.
And that's why you got my vote. I knew how you was going to give it up. I did.
And I said this, and I say it unapologetically, the same energy that we use to go out and get people's vote is the same energy that we should be able to have once every 3 months
and to you really sit down. And you really live that, though. Like, you really
down
live
with our community members somewhere.
I see you everywhere.
And say, hey, in order for us to bridge that disconnect, we got to be together. So I'm going to host a barbecue. Oh, by the way, I'm going to do a backyard pop-up, so people can just, if you in my ward too, just swing by at the pop-up. It doesn't have to be. So some days I can walk around, which takes a lot of energy, or sometimes I can call y'all. Right. So it works, but either way, I'm going to stay connected.
Right.
And when we stay connected, we can listen to the complaints, the issues, and develop solutions so that people don't feel like they're left out of everything that's happening. And that's called just like it's called common courtesy. Right. I'm going to end with this. It would be very disrespectful for you to come to my house and start telling me what I should be doing at my house. And this is how Black people feel. We've been holding it down for decades and decades and decades. And now we got people that don't look like us or are not from here and have never shared our experience, right, telling us what we should and should not be doing. Wait a minute. And even if you're right, sir, ma'am, when you include me in the conversation, we're connecting. As long as you're making all the decisions over here and we're disconnected. So even if I don't get my way, at least I was part of the process.
That's big.
Okay, because we won't always get our way. The city is a government, and it's a business. So if I need, as a business, I need money, I'm gonna be looking for big money dollars.
Before I get you out of here.
I'm just saying, as a city, yes.
I ran an annual from 2006 until just recent 2023-24. The city always knew about
annual
that.
What?
It was a basketball tournament I did every year, every summer. Once COVID happened, we had to do it different, so sometimes it ended up in the winter. But my point was, it was always a rough time. You couldn't even they understood, because I would go in there and talk. They understood where I was coming from, where I was at, and I would always have to pay to get a gym. And they were charging me rent prices. Whatever I was paying for rent at these times was what they were trying to charge me to get a gym.
And a community
in the community where I'm from
would solve that.
Believe me, I went all over. Nobody. That was out of my pocket for and shout out to the people who did help or whatever they did. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate it and I love y'all for that. But the city never did anything about that, and I just thought I'd throw that out there. Let's end it now.
I'm sorry. Okay. So our school district used to have those gyms open for free. After school programs used to be at the school, so you didn't have to really take your. There was Y School at South Junior High. My daughter attended Y School. Shout out to Miss Teresa, who was the program director over there.
They monetized everything.
So now the schools is closed, like off, and we don't have access. So again, a community center would solve that problem. That's what Glen Hines used to be, and still is to a certain degree, but now it's private in a way. But a community center is something
that private. That private is what messes us up, because that right there is where they start doing everything else extra. Because I've been through this, so where I'm getting the stuff now, they want you to get insurance policies. They want you to pay for the spot, then they want you to pay for insurance policy. It's like, what are we? I shouldn't have to do all of that. That's why that should just be on y'all. Y'all come up with something and y'all do that. That's the whole point of us being in the city and y'all benefiting us with y'all having these type of things that y'all got going on.
And that's another thing that wasn't around, or at least I didn't realize it, right? So now we got all these liabilities where we used to be able to show up to a spot, do what we got to do.
But that's just a money grab. It ain't because
it's a money grab.
It's we really care and we don't want nothing. We do want something to happen for the most part, so then we can get that check cut. Because I know how it works. Because I had to set stuff up for my family reunions, the annuals, and different things. So me doing that for so long, I learned the customs of how things work. So I seen it go from not being like that at all to it being that way now, because it's a money grab, and they do hope something goes on, because the person whoever gets hurt, they only get a small cut. They'll tell you to get $1 million insurance policy, and then out of the $1 million, the person who gets hurt in any way, shape, or form gets $50,000. Then the rest of the money goes to everybody else. I'm game. But I digress. Gabby, thank you for being here with us. Yes. We're gonna try to get into the sports part of this.
All right.
And Gab, man, we love you. We appreciate you for being here. And I think this will be part 1, because we definitely want you back for part 2 if we can have you.
And let's think about part 2 is how do we get connected then?
Yeah. Get some answers to how we're gonna get through all of this stuff.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Good day, everyone.
We appreciate you. Thank
you. Legislator Gabrielle Hill. What's up, man? Let's get into the meat and potatoes. That was dope. Man, I'm ready for these sports, man.
That was dope.
Here for these sports.
Yo, I think the people really need. I appreciate everybody that stayed throughout that segment, because that was dope. I learned some things just now that I didn't know before.
Talk to me, man.
So I hope y'all.
I ain't just here just to do the show with you, man. I'm here for you.
Nah, that was dope.
Man. Whatever I can do to help, man.
That was dope.
Because it's a lot of stuff that goes into that stuff, bro.
Yeah,
there's a lot that goes into that stuff. I can say a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm not here to bring the city down. I want to bring the city up.
No, right. But the thing is, people need to go to these meetings. People need to apply for these jobs, bro. You gotta help.
Go to the meetings. I'm not saying I'm there every week, but I'm kept up to snuff and I'm kept up to speed on what's going on. If y'all come out there, a lot of the problems that we have in the city will come to an end. I'm telling you, just by showing up, you ain't even got to say nothing.
And there it goes right there, man. Y'all gotta start. Y'all gotta try, bro. Y'all gotta put in the effort, bro. Y'all gotta put in the effort. It takes a little bit of time out your day, bro.
Today, or we just gonna do one and when we?
Nah, we're just gonna do the one.
Oh, I better say that.
We're just gonna do the one. You wanna get right into it?
Yeah,
I think we forgot to talk about
sports, man. What happened?
Nah, I was chilling, bro. I was listening. I told, bro, I'll be taking things in, bro. I'll be just soaking up. Feel me? But the boy Embiid got injured, bro. Embiid got hurt. He gonna be out for the foreseeable.
Oh, Embiid is out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. It's a wrap.
First round.
Who are they playing first round? This is the plan. They still in the plan, right?
No. I think they actually like 6.
They made it flat out.
Wait, let me see.
No, I think that last game of the season pushed them back. I think they went to like an 8th seed, if I'm not mistaken. Or they might. Matter of fact, I think they might be a 9th or 10th. Let's find out.
Oh yeah, it did. 7. They in 7.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, yeah, they. I mean, if it was the natural playoffs, they made it. So
yeah, but I feel like they got the same record as Orlando. So
you don't wind up playing Boston or one of them. Oh, yeah, I got them out first round.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. They don't got. Well, first and foremost, that team. Let's be honest, Gus. They don't got no identity, because that team been split up damn near this whole year. Embiid been in and out from injury. Maxey had a couple injuries earlier on.
Paul George got suspended
25 games.
It was nasty this year.
Tobias, he kind of was like inconsistent this year, so it was a lot with them, man. I don't think they really got no real identity. Missing Embiid, it probably wasn't going to be nothing crazy. Probably still was going to get eliminated with Embiid, but I think it's probably going to be faster now. We're going to probably get swept or something like that.
He can't play 7 games, bro. He can't play 7 games.
I think they say he missed like, I think they said like 55% or 60% of his career.
Yeah,
like if he just added up 82 games by the thing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with Philly. But yeah, I think they're getting swept first round, man. No gentlemen, just straight 4-game sweep.
Yeah. So we gonna move on because we know Philly ain't gonna do too much. I got this piece from DJ Academics. DJ Academics, I respect what he do. I respect him in his media space. Everything he's built for himself, everything he does for the game of rap, right? But I just feel like sometimes people be speaking on things that they don't know. Sometimes you should just be quiet when you don't know certain things. You should let other people give you information. But DJ Academics had this to say about Carmelo Anthony.
Man, you weren't the best nigga to ever do it? No, because he wasn't the best anyway. So, you see, these type of questions, with all due respect to Melo wasn't the best. It's nothing. Nothing, nigga. What the hell are you talking about? They ain't got no rings. What are we talking about? The best at what? Yo, if your rap career is compared to Carmelo Anthony, nigga, yo, good luck. Yo, Melo not even the best nigga without a ring. Like, nigga, Allen Iverson exists, nigga. What are you talking about, bro?
I give you that.
You weren't the best nigga to ever do it?
I just feel like he just went really hard on Carmelo. The most thing he said was Carmelo Anthony's not the best to do anything. I can give you that. But the way he was going hard on Melo just now, I feel like he was doing a little bit too much shitting on Melo just now. I respect Melo, what he's did throughout his career. And I will even give you that. Melo is not the best player without an NBA title. God bless you. He is not the best player without an NBA title. I would probably give that to like Chuck.
Karl Malone, you got Charles Barkley. I mean, I'm going with AI too. So you got a lot of players, but if you ain't got a regular season MVP, you can X yourself out of the conversation when it comes to the best player without no championship. If you don't got an MVP, you don't. So Tracy McGrady, sorry, you're out. DC, sorry, you're out. It's a couple cats that's out. Yeah, man. And I wanted to talk about that, but we'll chop it up about that in a minute. I told you about that Kobe situation about Byron Scott. He had said something about Kobe outworked like guys like T-Mac and VC, and then they've been going back and forth. So I wanted to get into that.
Yeah, we can get into that.
But now, yeah, back. Where was we at?
We was talking about academics on Melo.
Oh no, yeah, with the Melo. Nah, man, Melo. He was when he left. Melo was number 9 all-time scoring. That says a lot. Melo performed. Melo put on. I mean, like cats like him. I don't be thinking like dudes like him be watching sports and watching basketball. To that capacity like that, to be really making them type of statements. Because if you was really a basketball watcher, you would be inclined to not think that way about Carmelo Anthony. Melo is Melo. Like, it ain't nothing to talk about. He's a bucket. You understand what I'm saying? Had a very, very good career. And when the thing is, I see people always talking about the ring part of it. Everybody's not going to be able to get a ring, and ring is a team achievement,
not an individual.
In order for your ring to count for you, you have to be the man during winning. You have to be the man. That's the only time the rings really count. You just somewhere, you was a part of the team as a bus rider.
What if you define as MVP?
That's get kind of on the fence too, because then you got cats like dudes like
Andre Iguodala,
like stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's dicey for me, Gus. That's dicey, bro. So I don't know. I just think he was wild, and I don't think nothing that he said made really too much sense to me. He sounded like a dude who don't watch basketball.
Yeah, his arguments don't got no merit. He just sounded like a hater just now. I don't know. Academics clearly don't watch sports like that. Shout out to Melo. Shout out to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn too. Good show, Melo. Great show.
That podcast.
Oh, Doc Rivers was let go by the Milwaukee Bucks. Everybody see this coming. It's not nasty. I'm not gonna say it's nasty. I think it was nasty when they hired him. They should have never fired Adrian Griffin. First of all, you fired Adrian Griffin
a year after he won the chip, right?
No, that was Mike Boomholzer.
Budenholzer. Yeah,
they fired Mike Boomholzer, right? You let Mike Boomholzer go. Why? Who knows?
But
Nobody has no
they
idea.
did fire Mike like a year right after.
They fired him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it wasn't Adrian. It was Mike. They fired Mike right after the ring. Then you went and got Adrian Griffin, right? The African American guy.
Yeah.
He had you 20 games over 500. You let him go for no reason, and then you bring Doc Rivers in there. So Milwaukee been shooting themselves in the foot. Then they traded Drew Holiday.
I think they got too beside themselves after they won that championship. They didn't know what to do, or they didn't know how to act. I think they was trying to relive it and think just overthought it and just made too many moves.
Because they won the championship in a down year, bro. That's why I kept saying
I did hear you say that.
They won it.
I did hear you say that, and I will. You know what? Because I'll agree with you too. Every year is going to be down, but that was more down than the most.
Like this year, how many star players is hurt this year right now going to the playoffs?
I think everybody damn near came back. It looked like dude is healthy now.
Yeah, this is Giannis.
They got all them injuries out the way early. Like
it was a down year. Now. It was a down year when Giannis won it. I respect it. But we just wanted to get through that real quick. It's the playoffs, bro. What we doing?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been waiting for this for like 2 months.
Y'all got Hawks.
I knew we was gonna wind up getting. I didn't want them. I told you that too. I wanted to go against them, but I knew we was gonna wind up getting them. I'm not afraid of these dudes or nothing like that. I want the easiest path that we can get. And I felt like if we played Toronto, I felt like it's an easier because you gotta think this team right here, Atlanta, is big and tall. And after that, they starting to gel at the right time. They got a lot of players over there, athletic as hell. They got mad players, and they play defense. So I didn't really, but. You know, I think we get them to 6. You know what I mean? Or we could possibly even 5. I don't got us going 7.
They got Kuminga averaging 12 points, Alexander Walker averaging 20, Jalen Johnson averaging 22.5. And he averaged 10 rebounds and 8 assists. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a good series. I think it's gonna be better than people think. I got the Knicks and
but we do owe them an ass. I got the Knicks anyway. We owe them an ass beating for Trae Young.
I think that's gonna be the hardest playoff series.
We owe them an ass beating. Atlanta, we owe you an ass beating.
Trae Young not there no more.
Yeah, but I don't care. They still had.
Y'all still taking that out on Trae Young?
Yeah. No, we'll get him later on, but we're gonna take it out on.
Y'all taking it out on the Hawks. Trae Young not even there no more, bro. Yeah, he was rolling dice. He's not there no more, bro.
It's all good.
Kawhi versus Steph, bro. The play-in tournament. Who needs to get in the playoffs more right now? Kawhi or Steph? It's crazy that you're looking at two great players, like you said, in the play-in again.
I think they've been in the play-in Golden State every year since the time the
just
about
started. Just about.
So what is that saying about Curry? That's off topic. That's another topic for another day.
Curry or Kerr?
Curry.
What about Kerr?
He coaches. I really don't give a damn about him. Because we already went through this a couple episodes. If he wasn't there and me or you was the coach, we would have probably had another championship that they lost. They had me or you.
You know he did. Yeah. That's crazy. Who you think needed more, Steph or Kawhi?
But I think let me see. Kawhi. I think because it's been longer for Kawhi than it has Steph. Steph just won a championship back in 22. That's only 4 years ago. Kawhi, you won one in 19. You got traded, I think, the next year to the Clippers, and you just ain't been the same since. You've been trying to work the system too much. So I think now you don't overwork the system to where you're not even thinking logically because you don't use the system so much. Bro, you're going to have to come back. I think it's definitely more for Kawhi to come in. You're going to have to come in and prove something to people. You came in, you gave us a taste of it in the season, then you gave us even more of a taste in that All-Star game. Like,
and they call them second team All-NBA and all that.
I think it's more for Kawhi to win more than Curry. I mean, Curry, you just can't keep coming off championships, 4 years ago? You know what I mean? So
you said the other day that this was like what bro said? He said this was legacy runs for KD and LeBron.
Right.
This is what I'm going with Kawhi.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going with Kawhi. Show me again. Show me again.
Prove yourself.
You kind of. I'm not gonna say you won it in a down year too, but kind of. I think Giannis and Kawhi.
Down series in the series just so happened to be the finals.
Yeah, just facts. I can. There you go. I don't think the NBA was strong that year though. I think the NBA has different years when the NBA is strong. I respect Kawhi, but if you could somehow, I'm not even saying win a championship, get in the play-in and at least win a series, I'll really respect that. Especially after they traded James Harden. I don't think Darius Garland is a playoff performer. I think he is like I think he a baby James Harden, honestly.
It's just trying to step up too. Prove yourself.
I think he a baby James Harden. It's not like with all the assists. You good in the regular season, then in the postseason we ain't gonna be able to find you. You're not gonna be able to get your team moving the hump.
There's a lot of prove yourselves going on right now.
Yeah, I think Kawhi. I feel like I definitely want to see him do something with this team. If you do something, you do something. If you don't, it is what it is.
Yeah, my answer to that, I think Kawhi need that more than Steph right now. You need that win more than Steph.
Steph 4-time champion, 12-time All-Star. Come on, man. Two-time
MVP.
All-Star, yeah. Two-time scoring champ, MVP. Like, come on.
Doing it all.
Steph proving himself. But let's get back into this Knicks, bro. Do you think the Knicks is on upset alert?
Oh no. We ain't. Knicks is good. We in a good place. Yeah, I think we good, man. Yeah, we're just waiting to get to the finals, pretty much.
NBA Finals or Eastern Conference Finals?
No, I'm ready to get to the NBA Finals. It's not
Boston. You're not worried about Boston or Detroit?
I'm not saying that we're not worried about them, but I'm just like we only got to worry about one of them. We don't got to keep worrying about. We only got to worry about one. So me saying that is just like once we get there, you know what I mean? We beat Boston last year, eliminated. I know every year is different, but this year y'all coming back with an injured Jason Tatum. Even though we beat the regular, we was gonna beat y'all with Jason Tatum. Y'all was on y'all way to losing the series, even with a healthy Jason Tatum.
That's a fact.
So
it was already 3-1.
Like, yeah, I'm not really. This season we didn't do a horrible job against them, so I'm not worried about them. Detroit, I'm not really so much as worried about either. With Cade Cunningham coming off of
puncture lung,
all that. I'm not worried. We in the good. We good. We good. One thing we got to do is find out how to beat a team like OKC. We figured out San Antonio. I know that's your mob, but if it's OKC, we got to figure out a way to get the job done with them, man. They beat us 2 times, man.
You're not worried about Kuminga, Alexander Walker, and Jalen Johnson?
No, I'm not saying I'm not worried, but this is kind of new to y'all. We've been doing this the last 3 years.
Not kind of, all the way new.
You know what I mean? So
they never. Well, Kuminga been in the playoffs, but not with this team. This is new to this team.
Yeah, as a team.
Yes, new to this team.
This is new to them.
Alexander Walker been to the playoffs before too.
I
don't know if Jalen Johnson been with this Atlanta team.
He just got there, so he might have made a play-in or something like that. With Trae Young was there before Trae. Who knows?
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be.
Yeah, I think
it's gonna be a better series than y'all expect. I'm not saying a better series. Like it's not gonna go 7 games. I think Atlanta gonna punch back. Atlanta gonna punch back, but Atlanta.
That's what I didn't want.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to punch enough with the Knicks though. So I don't think it's Knicks on upset either. So let's get into these San Antonio Spurs, bro. Do you think the Spurs' inexperience will cost them in the playoffs?
No. It just depends on matchups. I don't think. Because you got to think, I'm looking at their team as a whole. They got De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, he hasn't really had too many playoff runs and nothing like that, but he is kind of like a mid-age player to where you can call him a veteran now.
20,
and then they
28,
got
27,
Harrison
28.
Barnes. You can throw Harrison Barnes in there. He's a vet. Who has championship experience.
Facts.
So we're not just talking about just some young group of guys. Then you got also add in factors, and it's a little bit of a difference, but the guys on San Antonio came from colleges where they won national championships. So that's also knowledge about being a winner. Probably not in the aspect of NBA Finals winning, but it's
knowing how to win.
Correct. So that means something. So I don't think the lack of experience will really do too much, and I think they'll be just fine. Just a matchup. It's just going to be a game of matchups.
As Nikola Jokic, Anthony Edwards, and then you got OKC. I think all 3 of those teams pose a really. I don't. No disrespect to any other team in the Western Conference right now. I think those 3 teams pose a really, really big threat to us. The Denver Nuggets, bro. It's just like. Hear me out. They can beat us, but I think we could beat Denver in 7 games. Especially this is the kicker. This is why I feel like Game 1 is going to be in San Antonio. Us having home court advantage. We get the lead in San Antonio. We're not letting Denver walk us down in San Antonio. That being said, we can't let these guys start feeling comfortable and doing them. Yes, I don't want them to. We can't let them get comfortable because if they get comfortable, it's like you're not gonna stop Joker, bro. Joker is you give him that LeBron, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant type where you're not gonna stop him. You could try to slow him down, try to contain him, but you're not gonna stop him from having a good game, bro. Peace. What up, bro? What's going on? Appreciate y'all, chat.
Shout out to the chat.
Nah, facts. You're not gonna be able to slow Nikola Jokic down, bro. But here's the thing. I said years ago, bro, when Jamal Murray get healthy, Joker was gonna have that Batman. And Jamal Murray is scary, bro. He's scary. Then you got Aaron Gordon, who's over there turned into a 3-point technician out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. He turned to a 3-point technician, dunking on everybody. He gets rebounds. Obviously, he plays big. He's a big, both sides of the ball, crashing the offense and defense.
I think he probably just been taking shots throughout his while he injured, probably on the practice court just taking jumpers.
Yeah, bro. It's so. I seen Joker knee, bro. I seen Joker. Yo, we played these dudes 2 weeks ago, right? This is the first game Victor played against Joker this season. Yo, bro, Joker knee was like this. I'm like, how you even playing basketball? I don't understand, bro. I promise you, they did. They put the camera on his knees.
You might make me look at him in a different light, and let's nip this because I'm always hearing like he don't care about basketball. I think that's Jokic.
Joker?
Yeah, because they always say like, and I did.
He don't care about basketball.
But no, he does.
He don't care about basketball.
He does.
He just want to get that
about
check.
It as much as the things from his homeland, but you can't fool me, Joker. You care about basketball. Let's start admitting that. Stop trying to downplay it like it's beneath you, but you still playing with
it's not beneath them.
But that's how I
it's making you all these millions of dollars.
That's after a while, like this ain't nothing to me. Like pretty much this is I calm my take. And this is why I be wanting the black guys to just take initiative and be assertive when you get the European and these different international players come in. Like, get assertive with these dudes so they won't even because that's
they're not better than them.
But that's how it's. But that's what I'm saying. If we start,
you got to get back to dominating our game.
Right, we got too comfortable, and now you got guys like him who come over and act like I said, like again, he cares, but he acts as if like, oh, this ain't nothing. This is what I come, I do. I take over your game. I beat y'all. I don't celebrate. I don't care. I go back home and I clap for the horses and I do all of that. It's like, nah, bro, you care. If you didn't care about basketball as much, I think, and I don't know if it's a race thing or whatever. I don't know. A superior thing. I don't know. But I feel that from him. You do care if you're going to be playing with swollen knees and all that.
He care about the game.
You don't miss out on the last game. So you
make sure he get those 65 games.
Yeah. Yes. So you can miss
that means you
I see right through it.
That means
you love basketball. It don't matter if black people, for the most part, is the ones playing basketball. So you got to look down on it and find some way where you don't care or you care. Okay, you care.
Joker care about the game of basketball.
Yeah, but I know he do, or he wouldn't be playing with his knee though. Just admit it for what it is.
It's cap.
You love basketball, bro.
It's cap. He loved basketball. He loved the game of basketball. We're going to get into this Durant versus LeBron the first round. Houston is going against the Los Angeles Lakers. You're talking about two storybook players. You're talking about two of the greatest players to ever step on. Depending on who you ask, right? Depending on who you ask, you talk about two of the greatest players to ever step foot on the court of basketball, right? I mean, on the basketball court. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen both of these players throughout their whole career. I watched Kevin Durant at Texas. I seen LeBron highlights when he was in high school. I knew about these dudes before they came out. I always say this, and I hate saying it because I gotta admit it. If I was a GM, I would have been one of them dumb GMs that would have drafted Greg Oden over Kevin Durant, and I would have been mad till this day. Kevin Durant blossomed like a butterfly, and the crazy thing is, I do remember Biggs, the guys shooting basketball. So it was, I don't know. I just felt like I was, at the time, I felt like the game was still more centered towards the more traditional big men, right? I didn't really hold Kevin Durant high coming out of college, being a 6'10", 7-foot guy that could shoot like Rashard Lewis or like Hedo Turkoglu. And here he is transcending the game of basketball, being one of the GOATs. And we all know about LeBron. We don't got to get into a bunch of Bron backgrounds. We're going to talk about Bron later.
I'm going to go. We start talking about this. Might as well.
So we're going to talk about the Lakers playing the Houston Rockets. I'm going to jump into it and say, whenever you get a chance to see great players play, bro, you should watch them because you never know when it's going to be the last time you see this great player play, bro. So if you are a real fan of the sport or any sport, whatever you love, whenever you get a chance to see great players play, man, watch the players play, man, because the game could be taken away like that. These guys have things going on in their lives. You never know. So I feel like it's going to be a good series. I think it's going to be better than people are expecting. A lot of people writing Bron off because Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic will not be playing in the first round of the playoffs. I will say this. The Houston Rockets do have a way better supporting cast than LeBron James and
They got home
that
court
team.
advantage though.
Who?
LeBron and them. That's
yeah, but they don't got they not playing with nobody. They playing with DeAndre Ayton.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The home court is gonna make up for that because the fans make up. You don't get 100% of Luka, you don't get 100% of AR, but you'll get about 5% of some fan support. That should be more. You know he got some calls from the ref.
He got LeBron got on his team. Y'all know who LeBron got on his team playing starting the playoffs the weekend? He got Terry Coleman. He got Kalar. He got P. Canty. He got Donald White. Bro, he got Newburgh starting lineup and bench. LeBron got going against the Houston Rockets.
This is LeBron time to be the king, be the GOAT.
How can you be the GOAT with nobody, bro?
That's what make you the GOAT. You doing you.
Nobody he did that already, bro, and it didn't look good. He took a team to the finals.
Nah, but that was off him. This is why all the basketball.
He did that already.
This is why the basketball guys did this to him. Because you did that already, but you did it in a way where you cheated the game. You understand what I'm saying? So now the basketball guys did him a favor.
He took that team to the finals?
The basketball guys did him a favor. They sent them back to around to where you can correct all the nonsense you did in the past. Now I'm going to put you in position to where it's all on you now. It's a take it or leave it. It's a miss or make league. This is a miss or make LeBron thing going on right now.
So if LeBron don't do nothing, his career just diminished?
No. This don't do nothing. This can only make LeBron's career. This can't harm his career.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's expecting nobody. But that's what I'm saying. Now is your time since you did it the way and you cheated the game. This is the way for you to give back, pay it forward, and
by winning this series.
Yes.
So this don't do nothing for Kevin Durant because he's supposed to win the series.
Oh no! You mean just the series? No, this don't do nothing. Yeah, this don't do nothing for him.
Yeah, this don't do nothing for Kevin.
Not for me.
Yeah, he's supposed to win the series.
We want a cookie? Get past the injured team you're supposed to be getting past. Simple.
This might be.
If Luka and AR was there to be different, but they're not there. Yes, you're supposed to win this.
That's be the third time he got rid of Bron.
He got 2-1.
It'd be crazy if he end up hitting a dagger 3 in Bron face again. That'd be crazy.
You better not. Boy, you better not.
The Lakers gonna cry. The LeBron fans gonna cry. I had a piece that you sent me. Oh, on my other phone. You got it.
Worry about it.
Yeah. So can you play that piece for the viewers? Can you play that Anthony Davis on the bubble ring, please? I want to get into that.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
But listen, I got a pushback on that a little bit.
To this day, I think about that. Right? Like, man, did I really win a championship? And you hear the noise, which to me is probably the hardest championship to ever accomplish.
This is Anthony Davis, chat.
For me, I also feel like I know I'm a champion, but I want the real experience, right? So with this wise, like I want to compete so bad. I want to compete for a championship so bad because I want to go on the road. I want to go into now Western Conference team, arena and got to win on the road.
He's speaking on the bubble ring.
I remember the playoff times in New Orleans and after COVID, the playoff environments in LA where, we played y'all in New Orleans and it's all red in there and the crowd is loud and they cheer for you and everything like that. So, like, I want that. And I've never had a chance to experience that in a final situation, right? And for me, it's like, damn, did I win? Did I not win? Like, I know I'm listed as a champion, but it's like,
that's all
I'm not sure. So it motivates me more now to like, you know what? I gotta have that opportunity again.
That was another thing. LeBron cheating the game.
To this day, I think about that. Right? Like,
what, the bubble ring?
Yeah, that bro. I know his mind, bro. I know how he went about that shit. LeBron was on some shit like, yo, I'm telling you, certain players, Golden State ain't gonna be here. Damian Lillard, Portland, he ain't playing. Bro, I'm telling you, we take this shit really serious, bro. I'm telling you, we can win this. We can take it.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. So Brown got next to everybody and did that.
No, I'm not saying he made them miss the thing. What I'm saying is he got with AD and his teammates. And
no, that's what I'm saying. He got with his team and said, "Yo,
he gave them.
We gotta play because we gonna win it." Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes, it's the easy way out. Yes, that's what he did. It ain't a lot of people ain't gonna be here playing. So let's. I could imagine. I could picture it.
I think the bubble ring was a little bit tougher than what AD making it seem, bro. Just imagine, bro.
Come on, man. This AD, he played
Yo,
himself,
we down the street.
bro.
We at the lounge, bro. Pull up.
He said this himself, guys. Come on, you can't. This is a man that played in a bubble himself. You can't say the bubble was there easier. And you think you can't say, bro, this is a man, this is the horse's
Nah, I get it. I'm gonna give you that. This is my thing, bro. This is my thing, right? So you've been to a game, bro. You know the difference when the crowd is filled with 60,000 people. We talking about a team that's on the comeback in the playoffs. They down 8. They hot. They home arena is screaming for them. Just imagine that you trying to come back. You don't got no crowd. You at home. You losing. It's a different ball game. I think it's a different ball game. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's a different game. I think it's a different effect without the fans. I think the fans do bring a certain type of juice to the game. Definitely, when you think about the fans, when players are sitting at the free throw line shooting free throws, and the fans is back there doing all that dumb stuff they do with the jerseys and the foam, throwing the foam finger with the shirt off. You got the fat dude. Yeah. You're like, come on, bro. I think it's a different game. I feel like it's a different experience, bro. Stomping on a floor, you can feel the arena shaking. Dudes really can feel the arena shaking.
Does that make it easier or does it make it harder?
I think that could make it easier I think that could make it as far as like when the fans is there. I'm talking about that makes that can make
when
it.
The fans ain't there. Is it easier for you to focus on making a free throw opposed to, like you said, people waving things and big bellies and all that?
Oh no, that could be. It could be easier doing that too. It could be easier doing that too.
Listen, the reason and this is coming from
King. We had the gaming lounge, bro. It's right down the street. Liberty and Renwick.
This is coming from a group of men that are privileged. So this is why they're looking at it that way, where we wasn't eating. Because I heard them. I ain't gonna bring the clip, but I heard the clip to where Anthony Davis himself, we wasn't staying in 5-star hotels, and we wasn't eating. Bro, y'all complaining about normal stuff. Y'all finally had to come down to the normal circumstances, and y'all got an attitude with that, trying to make that the hard part of basketball. No, that's not what's on. We're talking about the physical game.
You know what this is,
about this being spoiled after.
You know what this is? This is Anthony Davis being mad. He got traded from the Lakers, and Bron didn't advocate for him. Now he going out there trying to diminish LeBron's career and talk down about the bubble ring. That's what this is about.
But I'm saying
Anthony Davis is a sore loser. He mad he got traded.
The bubble ring wouldn't be a bubble ring without Anthony Davis. Is that agreed?
They could have got somebody else.
No, but with somebody else that got them a championship.
They could have got somebody else.
But we know the numbers. That person that they're going to get being able to put up the numbers Anthony Davis did in order to win. Let's be honest, too. Anthony Davis was supposed to get that Finals MVP. Anthony Davis was supposed to get that Finals MVP.
I think the biggest question is, could somebody else got in there and did LeBron's job? No. No.
People. I think
hell no. You could find somebody to do what Anthony Davis was doing.
Nah.
You're not gonna find anybody to do what LeBron was doing.
Not in that final series. Not in the playoffs. Nah.
I mean, he had to do his thing, but you got to realize at the time
Anthony Davis,
they was trying to give him the keys to the castle.
You could switch.
But he couldn't
LeBron
take it.
Would put KD in LA in 2020 and come out with a championship.
I don't know, because Bron rebound, Bron make guys better. Bron get guys better. He get assists and all that. Bron get assists and all that. KD like Melo, he just gonna get you assists.
That's fine.
They're not great team players. They're like executors and closers. Bron is a team guy.
Yeah,
they more of just I'm gonna get my shots up and I'm gonna be efficient and make sure I score. But which is cool.
But then again, like I was saying from the beginning, he shouldn't even been on that team from the beginning of how it went. Y'all did it illegally. That's why people got fined.
Wait, did what illegally? What was done illegally?
When they was because you can't do this against the law. It's against the rules of the NBA to be on 18 and be trying to go tamper. Yes, go recruit somebody.
He wanted to go to LA.
No, but I'm saying, but still,
he wanted to go to LA.
Do it that way, and that's why.
He was leaving anyway.
The basketball, and that's why I say the basketball gods. You got to really respect these guys. The basketball guys always even it out. Yeah, we're gonna get you.
So this is LeBron's karma from what he did.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
You think he's gonna have a better chance to win a championship, a better chance going forward than he has had right now if these guys were healthy?
Who that? LeBron?
Luka with 33, Austin Reeves 25, 24.
Yeah, I think this probably was the best chance he had. He better hope he could pull this off and wait for them boys to come back and wait for the
When they talk about him either going to Cleveland or Golden State next year.
The thing is, just bow out gracefully and retire. You going back anywhere? Because now Cleveland looking halfway decent. They're 4th seed. Nah. Take your ass, pack your bag, get the fuck out. Go home. Get the fuck out. Go home. Go home. Enough is enough, man.
Yo, off the rip. Yo, that's crazy.
Go home.
I mean, this is what I'm gonna say. I mean, I don't know. The man loves to play the game of basketball. LeBron, like at this point, bro, even if I respect your career. I'm not here to throw dirt or salt on nobody's name, right? I just don't feel like. I feel like the only way that there's certain LeBron fans that already got him at the top of the mountain. I feel like the only way to supplant Mike with that number one all time is you gotta do something crazy. Like you gotta end your career going back-to-back championships and a finals MVP, something like that. It's gonna take a whole lot of work. And I think if he continues to play after this year, it's obvious. The reason he's continued to play is because he wants another championship. I think he knows deep down inside that if he retired right now, a lot of people still gonna look at Mike. That's because he only got 4 rings. Yeah, I'm the all-time leader scorer. Yeah, I'm top 10 rebounds and assists and all that. That's
but
cool.
The longevity.
It took me 20 years to take over the number one scoring all time. It took me how many years to pass
more
Mike?
Games, more minutes.
Yeah, how many years to pass Mike and
people
his
get to
points.
see it for what it is.
So it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes with this GOAT talk. It's a lot. I know people compute a lot of numbers. It's a whole lot that go into this. So, but yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's. No, I don't know if it's gonna be a good series. I'm not gonna lie. I can't say it's gonna be a good series because this could be 4-1 Houston easily. But if it's a legacy defining thing.
I got one of them coming back then before the series or something maybe. With them.
If any,
we always got to entertainment.
Yeah, your man went overseas to get a new assessment, right? Luka?
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. You heard his agent had made like a request. Or something, wrote a letter to the commissioner.
About the 65 games?
Yeah, like
brother, if you missed that, you gotta miss that. What are you talking about? Ain't no agent making exceptions for who? Luka?
Ain't none.
Nah. We ain't trying to hear that.
Because if you're gonna start that up, it ain't no reason to have the rule.
My little man had to miss 60 for his 65 last year. He couldn't get it. You're not getting it either. It's flipped.
You're done.
Ain't no European power coming and changing the NBA's basketball rules, gang. It's over for that.
You're done.
You missed you didn't get your 65. You didn't get your 65. What do you want to do?
You're lucky. You're lucky. You have one more game.
He played the last 2 weeks on a swollen knee. He wanted that, and I'm glad you said that because he cared about those stats and stuff. Because you do the way you did that, bro. He do be doing that. He act like he don't care about the game of basketball.
I don't be trying to make
he act like he
racist.
No. That's not.
No. But I've seen that. But I be having to bring that up.
Facts.
Certain people will look at it. No. I be noticing that type of stuff.
Nikola Jokic acts like he does not care about the game of basketball. He acts like this is like an American thing.
Like that. Yeah.
Facts.
And then I'm looking at it. It may not be a black thing, but when you think about American basketball, 75% of the league or 75% of the league is black. So yes, it's a black league.
And it is what it is. It is what it is.
So I never felt that way about him, and I never liked that about him when I was seeing him do that. Like it's like poo-pooed away. Or he don't
I'm glad you said that because
swollen knee.
You playing on a swollen knee the last 2 weeks of the season. I think it was the right one, if I'm not mistaken. You playing on a swollen knee the last 2 weeks of the season. You care about MVP. You care about first team All NBA. You care about all of that. Don't act like you don't.
But that's a fact. I just come out.
That's a fact. That's
what
you gotta do.
People thinking that
Stop the cat.
So if you want to fix it up, I don't know if you care or not, but if you want to fix it up, you can say that. Listen, I'm from Croatia,
Lithuania.
This is what I like, but I still love the game of basketball. You can say something to clear the air.
It's cool to love horses more than you love basketball. That's cool, but don't act like don't downplay the game of basketball like you don't like it. Like, come on, like you doing it. You love the millions of dollars you get from it, don't you? Yeah. So come on. All right, we're gonna get into this. I already know what you're gonna lean at, but I'm gonna have to make a case for these people. We're gonna get straight to it. Who had a better career, Steph Curry or LeBron James? Steph Curry, 12-time All-Star, 2-time scoring champ, led the league in steals, 2015, 2016, 4-time NBA champion, 11-time All-Star, 2-time MVP. LeBron, 22-time All-Star. Damn. Scoring champ 27. In 2007, 2008, 2019, 2020, led the league in assists. 4-time NBA champ. 21-time All NBA, Rookie of the Year, 3-time All-Star Game MVP.
It's difficult, man. Because
I feel like it is kind of difficult because Steph is a GOAT.
It's very, very difficult because what we talking here is pretty much a time. It's timing. It's when I say timing is LeBron. You got all of that, but then you let a guy come in and do what he did in a shorter span of time. Okay. So when I look at it that way, it's like damn. But then I'm looking at LeBron, the longevity. He had him beat on a lot of things, man. But then you start looking at things for who as far as playoff matchups, who got the better of who, regular season, things of that nature. I think Steph got the better of him in that. So it's a couple of different categories you gotta really think about when you're talking about this right here. It's a lot of different categories because, like I said,
no. See, all right, we're not talking about the modern day NBA. We're talking about Skaboot. Oh shit. Oh, Skaboot King here. King Skaboot just pulled up. Hey yo, the Lakers actually play on. I mean, LeBron play on the Lakers, and he going with Curry. Skaboot always been a LeBron hater though. Skaboot always been a LeBron hater. I mean, what you like? So you're not gonna pick?
No, I was just giving context. I was just giving context to my breakdown.
I mean, when it comes down to it, I do got other numbers too, right? It's where'd it go?
It's really, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's
LeBron's record versus Steph. LeBron record versus Steph is 30 and 26. Steph is up.
Yeah, but it's still not bad.
Steph in the playoffs is up 17 and 11. And he's up a couple championships.
That's what I was saying. Head to head, he get the best of LeBron. Then you figure LeBron got a lot more than what he got. But then
LeBron is a 22-time All-Star.
Span of time. Yeah, but
now he did accomplish. But is it not fair to say that those teams was better than the Cavs teams that he was playing?
No, but the thing about the Cavs team is a lot of people keep saying that, but we got to start thinking about the Cavs team. The Cavs teams were 61 and 60. They were the first number
because
one. Because
Bron was cruising through the regular season.
And then on top of that, Gus, this was organic. It ain't like Golden
State. Hey, you want a mic?
No. It ain't like Golden State was. Yeah, it's not like Golden State was made up. No, this was organic. Straight out the draft.
I respect the draft. I respect the draft.
There's nothing I can say against their niceness. They just so happen to be that nice. They just so happen to be that nice. They got drafted there. It was meant. So it's different opposed to how LeBron went about it and he team hopped and things of that nature. It's just a difference. So I can't take nothing away from because just look at it like this, guys. They had 60. They went both times they went against these guys and they had 60+ wins. And
what are you gonna do with Mo Williams?
Excuse me?
What are you going to do with Mo Williams?
What about him?
What are you going to do with Mo Williams?
What about Mo Williams?
Delonte West.
Those were 60-something when they did. I mean,
Booby Gibson.
The thing is, when this regular season came and they went 66 and 16,
we haven't seen regular season teams.
Nobody wasn't saying nothing.
We seen Toronto win 60 games in regular season and get swept.
We can't generalize it on.
We seen teams win 60 games and not beat nothing.
We generalizing it.
I seen the Dallas Mavericks be the number one seed and lose to. Remember when they lost to
Baron Davis? But the thing is, nobody was complaining about them after they lost. Nobody was like, "Oh, damn." It's complaining about Cleveland and people saying they didn't have a team. Nobody's saying about Dirk Nowitzki and all these other teams that lost like that.
Cleveland was trash when Brown was just winning.
Cleveland wasn't trash.
It was trash.
Cleveland was 66 and 61.
There was a good regular season team. That was Brown coasting MVP years.
That
was Brown.
All right, so that
was Brown on his Kobe.
So are we going to admit that the East was weak then?
No, he was just killing the East. He was a GOAT. He was the man. Killing.
You can't say he cruised through something, and this is the reason.
All right, the East was a little bit. The East was a little bit weaker. The East was a little bit weak. I feel like the East is always a little bit weaker than the West. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the
Gabby said she walked out with the mic, so she's probably gonna leave at the shop or something like that. We'll get it from her.
Because I was gonna say that, but I didn't.
Yeah, we getting all in the mix anyway.
Yo, what the Knicks gonna do? They say y'all on upset alert.
Oh, what's good, King? That's full over there. Yeah. Let me grab a couple. Yeah,
I told him to pull up. You don't listen.
Yeah, man. Let me grab it.
They said the Knicks on Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Oh, you.
Listen, where's the son, King?
Huh?
You been lifting weights or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
little
the
bit.
couple pounds, something like
You
that.
do look like you gained a couple pounds.
Okay.
The Knicks, I don't know. I gotta see this first round, man.
Yo, what you think about the bubble ring? The bubble ring was trash.
I don't
King, why you leave? You come back over bottom?
Yeah.
The bubble ring was trash.
Oh, okay. Do your thing. My fault.
That wasn't a real ring, though. The bubble ring. That was.
Nah, bro, you can't call it a. You can't. I mean, what I'm saying is, it's still you're gonna.
It's competition, bro.
That's all right, and that's exactly what I was going.
It's competition.
I give you that. I give you. You played. You competed. In the same, and you competed in the same aspect as everybody else.
How we gonna get mad at him because? How we gonna get mad at him because?
The league was different too, though.
How we gonna get mad at him because some people didn't want to compete? It's crazy.
No, I'm not mad at him because of that, but I understand why the people didn't want to compete. They understood that this wasn't going to be the same, and they opted not to play. And that's why I say I know LeBron James. So AD, I'm telling you, bro. Like, cause I think, cause you got to think, it was some Lakers players that was against this as well. You go back to that time, people were, because you got to think, leading up to the bubble was getting written down who was going to come, who was going to play, because certain people didn't want to come because they know they wouldn't be able to leave the bubble.
Right.
So that comes into play too. So man, yes, everybody competed the same, but when you're looking at it, it's not the same as a regular thing, bro.
All right, so
a regular championship.
Let's get into this. Let's get into X factors in the first round, and let's get into X factors for the play-in tournament.
X factors just for the play-in.
For the play-in, and we're gonna do because we don't got the whole first round, so you know it's the 3-6 matchup and the 4-5.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do the 3-6 and the 4-5 in both conferences. We're gonna do the play-in.
Okay.
We're gonna start tonight, right? The Hornets and the Heat. X factor.
X factor on the Hornets. And who the Hornets playing again? They playing the Heat.
Yep.
Hornets and Heat. X factor.
Who? Brandon Miller. Oh, the Hornets. My bad. Second overall pick.
Maybe Ben. No.
For each team, yeah. No, I think yeah.
Yeah, each team. For Miami and for the Hornets.
I think Gabe Vincent for Miami.
Okay.
I think Gabe Vincent.
Okay.
It's a time for him to prove his point. He belongs. I see he like being over there from what I'm seeing. I've been watching him since he's been over. He looked good over there. So I think he will be the X factor. If he could hit a couple shots, because this is gonna be this is gonna be a tight contested game. I'm telling you that right now. If he could be an X factor and hit some of the shots that get thrown out his way, I think that would be the difference. Because you gotta think they more experienced than Charlotte. Mm-hmm. They riding just as high, if not higher than Charlotte. You understand what I'm saying? After that 83 game, they've been winning the last couple games too.
Game is in Charlotte.
Okay, see, right. They got that home court advantage. So I would like King said. I would say Brandon Miller or Kobe White or Brandon Miller. Kobe White because he just can't get over there. Canepa gonna go off regardless.
I'm gonna say Tyler Hero for Miami, and I'm gonna say Brandon Miller for the Hornets. Who picks? Who y'all got? Who y'all got winning the game tonight?
Who else played tonight?
Trailblazers play the Suns. Who y'all winning this?
I got Miami
on the road. That's nice.
They got things. They tough, bro. Niggas is tough. They've been doing this a long time. That's a gritty team. Man. I can't count them out.
Jimmy Butler gone.
After this game, this team, whoever wins this, play who?
I think the winner
get the 7.
They get the 7th seed. I think they play a game with them. I don't be like, bro. They got
I don't really.
So confused,
yeah, the play-in tournament is kind of weird to me.
Yeah, it is.
I think you got to win 2. I know.
Certain of them.
I know you got to lose. Yeah,
whoever wins the 7-8 game automatically gets the 7.
Right. And then the other ones got to lose twice.
Somebody lost last year. I'm like, I thought they was eliminated. They came back and played another.
Somebody got lost twice. Yeah.
Is this the 7-8 game or this the 9-10 game?
This is 9-10. It's 9-10.
Oh yeah, one of them eliminated.
Yeah, well,
they don't play again. I think 9 and 10 is just they out. They outed.
Who you got?
Charlotte and Phoenix.
Blazers Suns, bro. X Factor.
X Factor. Phoenix, man.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, they're gonna need his toughness. I probably say Brooks, man. I say Brooks on Phoenix, and then on Portland. I want to say Scoop, but nah, he ain't. Nah, he just ain't. He ain't it, bro. I think Scoop need to go somewhere else.
I think Scoot need to go. I hate to say it. He's what, third, fourth overall pick. I think he got to go to the G League for a little while.
Damn, guys.
I
I
seen.
thought that's where they got
Yo,
him from.
bro,
The G League.
he did.
You want him to go back to the
Yes,
G League?
I seen Scoop missing some layups that he should not be missing. Regular NBA players is making. The thing is, he got a nice. He's athletic. He got talent. He could jump. He needs to develop his skill. He needs to develop his skill.
Maybe I was a little bit hard on you when I said all that. Damn, cuz you right.
No, I respect Scoop. I like Scoop.
That, bro. Yeah, you right.
I like Scoop. He
Better
can jump his ass
You're
off.
gonna get to the point where you're not gonna want to get
Right.
signed again.
Right,
just
bro.
Floating.
Thanks.
So yeah, I would say as far as Phoenix, I say Dylan Brooks because they're gonna need that toughness. As far as Portland,
Jalen Green playing?
I think so. Yeah, he been playing the last month, couple months.
they got a lot of young dudes over there. Then you got
I would say the Denny Abdia dude, but he got to play good. Somebody else got to play good with him. Yeah, I would say Drew. It got to be Drew.
Not for nothing. They got some people over there.
Drew had a couple 25, 30-point games.
Yeah, nah, Drew did him. Drew gonna do what Drew do. I think he was injured a little bit too.
Yeah, he was.
So Drew gonna do what Drew do. His son over there too. The Grant Hill and them. Not Grant Hill. I said Grant Hill.
Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
They gave him some bread. It's
he
about
alright.
for him to start
Jeremy
stepping
Grant,
up,
alright.
man.
Yeah.
He gave you some bread, big. Start
alright.
stepping that thing up.
I respect Jeremy Grant.
Any idea?
We're not gonna be here tomorrow, so we're gonna do Magic Sixers. Oh, who y'all got winning that game?
Phoenix and Orlando.
Trailblazers and Phoenix.
Phoenix have been a better team overall the last few years, but I think Portland, they like unpredictable. They could lose to anybody, but then they could beat anybody too. So it just depends on which one you're getting. But since Phoenix is more consistent, I say Phoenix.
Yeah,
Phoenix got the game at
home.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
That's 7-8 too.
I think definitely.
One out of that get 7. All right, so we're gonna go Magic Sixers. I'm gonna say your man Franz Wagner, X Factor, and I'm gonna go over here, Philly. I'm gonna say
You got with the dub.
I expect Tyrese Maxey and Paul George to play good, so I'm gonna go VJ Edgecombe. But I got
Philly.
Yeah, I got Philly. I got Philly spanking them. I got Philly winning by at least.
They have been spanking them. I think the last few seasons they spanked them.
I got Philly beating them by 13 or better.
I'm gonna roll with Orlando. I think they're more scrappy. They've been in the playoffs. They've been more consistent. They know they got an identity. We don't know what we're gonna get from Paul George or.
That's what I was about to say.
They should have some chemistry.
I know I'm gonna get for him.
They should have some chemistry.
So I'm going. Yeah, I'll go with Orlando. They just too scrappy for me. Them niggas, they ball.
X Factors.
That do Pablo. Woo.
X Factors.
X Factor is going to be to me, Tobias Harris. How are you going to start
Detroit?
I mean, excuse me, not Tobias. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Philly and Orlando.
I got Paul Reed. You got to step up. Embiid not there.
Let's mix him up with
Oubre.
Yeah, there you go. Kelly. I'm sorry. There you go. Kelly Oubre. He's my X factor.
Kelly can be nice.
None of these
he can
star
be
players to be the X. I'm looking at somebody a little bit that's
That's what I'm saying.
Spark something.
We expect y'all to do your job.
You know what I mean? So I would say Kelly Oubre, and then
Desmond Bane have a good game.
Desmond Bane is Desmond Bane. He always gonna have himself a good game.
He gonna hit about 3-4 threes.
Orlando, they got a couple pieces that I ain't gonna lie. They got a couple light skinned brothers that I be mixing them up. I believe one of them light skinned brothers, but I'm sorry, I gotta get their name, man.
No, you go.
I'm sorry, and I don't usually do this. I usually do good with the names and stuff, but I ain't gonna lie, I've been a lot of new people, and I am getting a little bit older.
They got Suggs. They got
not Jalen Suggs. I know him. Remember him from Gonzaga?
Man, he dunked on like 4 niggas earlier.
Yeah, he was dunking on cats and hitting all different types of threes.
Him,
you know exactly what I'm talking about. Him.
The 7-footer, the big dude.
He like a guard or something like that. He nice too, Gus. I'm surprised you don't know who we talking about. Fam be putting in work.
Yeah, I forget the kid's name, man.
I forgot to. Will come. Is it Black?
Anthony Black.
Anthony Black.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I like Wendell Carter too. I was thinking about Wendell Carter, the big.
He
gets alright sometimes.
Yeah.
Wendell Carter, he be alright. He alright. Yeah.
What's the other game?
I don't. This the game of the game of the playing right here though. Warriors Clippers. This is nasty. This is 9 versus 10. Ew, it's not even 7-8.
You got
this is 9 versus 10.
And Curry would have missed the playoffs if it was That's crazy.
Yes, they should not be in the playoffs.
That's really crazy.
Because when we was fucking 10th, we wasn't no fucking player. Excuse my language. Anyway, modern day NBA. Who you got out of the 9-10 seed? X Factors.
X Factors for me. What's the dunker over there on the Clippers? He a dunker. You know exactly what I'm talking about. He a dunker. I gotta start doing better.
In the dunk contest?
I'm not sure if he went there. Thank you. Derek Jones Jr. Derek.
Yeah.
From
the Mavs.
Excuse me.
From the
Sean,
Mavericks.
I usually do good with the name. Derek Jones Jr. I think he'll be the X factor over there for the Clippers, and then Warriors. They got a lot of new people that have been coming in, so I'm gonna be honest, Gus. I really don't got nobody for them, X factor for them, because they've been playing so many different people. I wouldn't even know. But I do have.
Y'all man is the X Factor.
Who that?
Draymond Green.
Whatever Draymond do, it's like to be expected. Even if he was to pull out with like a score 25, it's like not to say like he'll do that normally, but I can see that he does that from time to time.
Podzinski.
They put him on
Podzinski, the boy they traded for.
He can't guard no Kawhi.
Who gonna guard Kawhi? On Golden State.
Oh, okay, see.
On Golden State.
Oh, who gonna guard Kawhi? Draymond. That's what they're gonna have to do.
Kawhi.
That's what they're gonna have to do. He the X Factor. Podzinski better guard him.
Nah.
I got the Clippers. I don't think there's an X Factor in that series.
Nah.
Damn, so I wasn't bugging because you had me over here thinking like a motherfucker.
I don't think it's X Factor in that series. We're gonna get into the 3-6, bro, and the 4-5. We're gonna get into the 3-6 and the 4-5. We're gonna start in the West. Give me an X Factor and a winner. Lakers Rockets, bro.
Lakers Rockets.
Heavyweight.
X Factor.
Rockets. Jabari Smith.
Oh. Yeah, I say Jabari on that end. Then with LA is, I say Rui.
I don't know what
LeBron
Rui.
Hachimura?
Yeah,
I like that.
Because LeBron gonna do what LeBron do to keep it to where it need to be. Right. Now he gonna need a couple backup pieces, and I think the next person up, if you even go down the line, it's Luka, AR, LeBron, and Rui. Yeah. So I think it's up to Rui, and then DeAndre Ayton. You can start because he too. You gotta start. You're a number one pick. I shouldn't be having to call you an X Factor, bro. Come in and do what you got picked originally for. You're a number one pick.
He a bust?
DeAndre
Ayton a bust?
No, he's not that. He's not. He ain't that bad to where I call him a bust, but he's definitely.
Clint Capella or DeAndre Ayton?
Right now, DeAndre Ayton, but prime for prime, Clint Capella. Clint Capella when he was I'm going with Clint.
Oh yeah,
Capella. Capella at his best, and I seen Ayton at his best in the NBA so far. I would definitely take Clint Capella.
So DeAndre Ayton a bust.
I don't know. Chris Paul did have looking like something.
No, he had not. Chris gonna have anyone. If you a power forward or a center, Chris gonna have you looking good. Yeah. Chris gonna have you looking good.
They said the point guard was overrated.
Nah, I ain't saying. Nah, I don't think he overrated. The point guard position is just a hard position to be better than niggas in. That's
They say he was
center
overrated.
and the point guard is the two best positions. Like that's the hard. Like you understand what I'm saying? When people was looking at it, like the best come from those positions, is center and point guard. Yeah.
Who y'all got winning that?
My bad. Sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
No, you said shooting guard, small forward.
No, I was saying like shooting guard, small forwards, power forwards. They don't really. It's more like
popular position.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all I was saying.
Not fact. Who y'all got winning the series? LA and Rockets.
Rockets was 6.
I mean, if I'm being realistic, Rockets. But if I'm being into where I feel like this is LeBron wake up call to get, I'll say the Lakers.
Oh, Lakers.
I told you that before. You
did say that. I keep thinking you playing.
Nah,
Lakers and what?
Nah, it's gonna go the distance. Maybe it'll go the distance, 6-7. But I do got them winning. I don't know. Something telling me about LeBron right now. I don't know, man. Something telling me he gonna pull through. I don't know.
This might be the best matchup of the first
KD,
round.
and you got to think KD too. He don't be doing good. Like he's too like nonchalant for me.
He the man. We're gonna see what it look like with him being the man. But we know that they're not gonna win that ring. It don't matter though. Next series, Nuggets Timberwolves. X Factor. Here we go.
Go ahead, King. Get out. Get it, King.
Here we go.
I mean, I don't know. Joker about to play right now. So
Here we go.
I'm gonna go Denver. X Factor? I don't know. I think Bruce Brown gotta come have a good game.
I think Bruce. Oh, he got that nasty mustache now. He got
Come
that mustache.
on, Bruce. Get a gold tee, your beard, so that mustache is garbage, man.
Bruce got to chill with that mustache, bro. That's trash, bro. For real, seriously. That mustache is crazy.
He definitely. I rock with Bruce though. Bruce be putting in that work, man.
Nah,
I think he the reason that they didn't get it back.
Facts, because he went to the Pacers.
That's a gel piece right there.
Yeah, I got Denver.
Christian Brown for me. Let me see how Christian Brown perform. If he can stay consistent on what I know he could do, I think Denver. He'll be the X factor for Denver. On the Timberwolves side, to me, there is no X factor. They just are what they are. They got old players already, and they got main position players that you know they're gonna do what they do. So I really don't got an X factor over
here. Did they give Nas Reed some bread last
year? Yeah. Nas Reed. I'm
gonna take Julius Randle.
And I'm taking Minnesota for the win. In 6. Minnesota in 6.
Minnesota in 6.
Minnesota in 6.
I can't go with that.
Minnesota in 6. I'm a firm believer in the man that they call Anthony Edwards. I'm a firm believer. I got this cat.
That's Mike Little cousin.
Him winning like 3 championships before the career is up.
That's Mike Little cousin.
3
in Minnesota.
See, don't throw that in there. I don't know about in Minnesota, but you're gonna get him like 3 championships before it's said and done.
You don't think
one in Minnesota at least? You're gonna get 1 in Minnesota.
Nah,
I give him 1.
No, he got
winning 3.
Come to San Antonio.
I'm telling you, he's gonna be like a modern day Kobe. I'm watching. It's all said he's gonna be like a Kobe.
Yo, so you mean to tell me y'all not scared of
not a Kobe, under Kobe, but he'll be in the likes of a Kobe when it's all.
Y'all not scared of Jonathan Kuminga,
Fuck no, man.
Nikhil Alexander Walker and Jalen Johnson?
Alexander Walker, yeah.
I think they good. They
y'all don't respect Kuminga?
They're not making me worry about them. I just got them being nice. I ain't worried.
Yeah.
They nice. I fuck with them. They ain't.
All right. I'm gonna take the Nuggets and 7.
Yes.
I'm scared to bet against N. This one no series where it can go either way, but I ain't gonna lie. I think Julius Randle gonna be an X factor. Has to be an X factor if the Timberwolves are gonna win the series. Julius Randle has to have a good series. Every single game, Julius Randle gotta have a good game because they need somebody on the inside to.
It took them a little minute to gel too. Julius Randle and Edwards, but I think they clicking now.
Nah, facts. They're gonna have to. But Jules is gonna have to play really, really great basketball because Joker's gonna show up to play every night. Now I know that's not his matchup, so to speak. I think Randall's the 4, Joker's a 5, obviously, and we know Joker's 7 foot, what 270, 280 probably.
He's strong.
And Jules is strong, but Jules ain't that big. Joker's a different matchup.
No, I'm talking about Joker.
Yeah, Joker's a big strong
like that. But I will say, like, I didn't know he was that tall like that. But when I see him, he's taller than like a lot of the dudes like his position.
Facts.
He be using it. I ain't gonna lie. He be using dudes at his position. That center position, he be using y'all.
I don't know.
Jumping out, he be using his arms. That dude arms is like they be like, yo, grab the freaking ball.
He better than Melo.
Who?
Don't answer that. Well, he trying to start some shit.
I'm asking a question.
Listen, man.
Melo's my favorite player. That's why he doing that.
Is Nikola Jokic better than Carmelo Anthony?
He is. No.
To me, he's not better than Carmelo Anthony. To me, what happened was the NBA changed and it switched. And if the NBA was changed and switched the same realm it was for Carmelo, Carmelo would be where he is at.
It was harder to win when Carmelo Anthony was in the league.
I'll be honest. Do you understand that the times AR got there, that him and Melo, them 2.5 seasons, bro, them niggas won 50+ games.
Mm-hmm. I know.
And I say that to say, like, yo, the 50+ games got them a 7, because that's what they were. They was a 7 seed, And the next following year, they was an 8 seed. And this is 50 wins plus. So, bro, it was too tough over there, bro. I can't knock. The NBA was too tough. It's a different league now where it ain't as tough. And lesser players could get more out of what they got now. That's how I look at it. They just can get more out of what they got.
Yeah, champion, and he averaged triple-double 4 times.
In the modern day. Yeah. This is modern day.
I like Melo. I like Melo better.
Melo got what, 3 MVP?
Yeah. And not for nothing, they should have just retired Melo. And this ain't no disrespect because he does have a better 15 Denver number than Melo. But that's the thing. Y'all should have took the number.
He shouldn't have had that. He should have been able to wear that.
You shouldn't have gave him the number to begin with.
He should have never been able.
And then we didn't have to worry about Melo getting it because now you really can't get Melo jersey retired in Denver. Because he got the fucking number.
Exactly. And I bet you Nicola's going to retire.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're going to retire Nicola 15.
100%. So stuff like that. And then it's like,
that's why, man, and this is why they try to diminish certain players'
careers. And you can't even say nothing about it.
They try to diminish certain players' careers.
History is going to speak for itself. Nasty. So that's kind of like you being able to keep him out of it without him having no, like, bro, that's crazy.
People don't believe it. I think it's a conspiracy
theory. That's what everybody thinks. If you don't got the direct, if you ain't pointing in their freaking face, that's what they're going to say. That's what I was saying with that time with Patrick Mahomes and Mike Vick.
Oh, yes. I ain't gonna lie, Vick is my guy too. We're gonna move on to the Cavaliers and the Raptors. X Factor and who wants to say? Let me go first. X Factor is gonna be James Harden. And
like they don't know what the fuck be going on, nigga.
I got the Raptors winning the series in 6 games.
I probably do too.
I got the Raptors winning in 6. James Harden is a fluke. I really respect Donovan Mitchell too much to even say this because D Mitch in the playoffs, he's in a different league. But I got Toronto in 6. I'm saying it first. I got Toronto beating the Cavs in 6 games.
I ain't mad at that.
Oh, what's the name? James Harden and Scotty Barnes.
We all on the same page. That's what I was going to say.
Scotty Barnes. Knicks Hawk. X Factors, who gonna win?
Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6. X Factors is gonna be Jonathan Kuminga. Keep it going with you. I say that is because you got what you want now. You got a team to where you can eat, you get your playing time, you're happy. I see you having fun. So it's on him. Make the most of your opportunity that you've been waiting for. And then as far as the Knicks, I don't really think like maybe Deuce. He just came back.
Clarkson maybe.
Yeah, matter of fact, I will go Clarkson because he's been playing shitty lately. Clarkson been playing shitty. It's time to step it up, Jordan Clarkson. It's time to step it up. But recently, you got that since Deuce came back, and since old boy Alvarado got back, his time got short, so he's not really feeling it no more. So I can see his body language. He's not really, bro. You're gonna have to get into it, man.
What about Anunoby and Josh Hart? No,
they did whatever we get from them is what they're supposed to be doing.
All right, so what do you need from Karl Anthony Towns as a Knicks fan to win an NBA championship?
Assertiveness. That's it. Just be assertive. Because we're not going to get him to be aggressive. That's just not him.
Chilling around the three-point line all game.
Get your big ass down in the paint and go from there. If you want to pull a 3 occasionally, fine. That's what the modern day game. But don't bank. Don't sit there and bank behind you 7 foot. Go take your big ass down in the paint.
So I'm gonna ask the same thing, but Jalen Brunson, what you need to see from Brunson for the Knicks to win the title? Bro?
Stop shooting so much, get the team more involved.
Stop holding the fucking ball till 5 seconds on the clock,
and stop foul baiting. That's the 2 things. Stop foul baiting and get the team involved. Stop shooting so fucking much.
I love it, man. I love it. I appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all for coming spend another afternoon with us, man. That's your boy Gus, my co-host Swiss. My cousin came, stopped by, chill with us a little bit today, man. Spur of the Moment Sports Show, bro. Sometimes we talk drama, sometimes we get a little messy, but 100% of the time we're going to talk sports. It's the fucking playoffs. Excuse me, it's the playoffs. Go watch some basketball.
Got some good topics for you, too. Don't forget about Big Womp coming. We got White. We got a lot of people coming for y'all.
Some people be canceling, so y'all got to forgive us when the episodes get pushed back. People have lives, people have things to do, so I know y'all be wanting certain episodes, and I really get it. But trust me, those episodes are going to get dropped. They're going to get published.
Tell us what y'all want in the comments. Tell us what y'all want to see. Let us know.
Plain and simple, bro. Let us know what y'all want, bro. Tell us what y'all want to see and we make it happen, bro. Like I said, bro, it's the Spur of the Moment Sports Show. Sometimes we talk drama. Sometimes we get a little messy. But 100% of the times, We are gonna talk sports. Out of here, people. Ready for the playoffs, huh?
Oh, I've been waiting for like 2 months for that. Taking too fucking long. I'm hungry. I have something to eat.
Mother.
I don't know what I want though. Jamaican spice right there. Might just grab some. Oh no, not Don.
Oh.
Terrence. You know they be Terrence.
Oh yeah.
One up in Terrence. Who having the cookout? What the fuck? Okay, Uncle Paulie. I've been smelling cookouts though. I ain't gonna lie, I smell like 2 today. Somebody was cooking. I'm like, man, nigga, motherfuckers ain't playing. Probably where I smelled it at.
Oh, and today's supposed to be the 86, right?
Oh, let me put this up. I forget. I'm starting to get better now, Gus.
What?
Not forgetting.
Yeah.
So I got this from Gus off of Fitted. Cut that out. It's crazy because that really look like it's Newburgh.
Nah, that's crazy. That's tough. Nah, that's tough. That is the state of New York, right?
Yeah. That's the whole state of New York, New York City. Out of the Long Island. We right here, really though. Right where this is at.
Bottom.
I be trying to tell me we upstate. Ain't no upstate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was wondering where the fuck the update though.
Yeah. That's what they think. The whole New York State seem like be phony.
Oh shit! Turn it off. I could trim it.
Where's that?
No. The phone.